Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help you get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect and meet each other. We all want the same things for our channel, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. It's a very simple process. What we do is leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then you visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences so that it doesn't get caught in the YouTube spam filters or held for review. Then you give the creator a thumbs up always. We should always be doing that for each other. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured the connection, and then maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily and then turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So welcome, everyone. We had a lot of people here early. Hope everybody's still here. Jade and Sue is always with us, so thank you. Eating with Miss P, which is a featured channel for next weekend, is here in the house. Georgia Bulldogs, a previously featured channel, is here with us all the time. PA, it's great to see you again. That Blue Moon, hope you're doing okay. And then The Essence of Sonia, thank you for coming back in again. Carrie Beth, it's always wonderful to see you. Life with Triple T, it's great to have you back again as well. And I wonder if I think I have a note. Do I have a note about Life with Triple T? Yes, Life with Triple T. We talked about the idea of playlists a few days ago, or it could have even been as long as last week. I ran one playlist that lasted for days, so I fell way behind. But anyway, you're up now, so I will be starting your playlist possibly today, more likely tomorrow. But Life with Triple T is somebody who's willing to swap playlists. If you need watch hours or know somebody who does, a lot of channels in the chat are willing to do that. Kristen, my love, of course, is here. Kira, my BFF forever. Manilan Yang Pondi. Thank you, Pomdi. I wonder if I'm pronouncing that somewhat right. I hope so. Thank you for coming in. This must be your first time with Tuber Chat, so please, I hope you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect with you, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you, and reach out to the creators one by one. Leave a single emoji next to their name to let them know you want to connect with them. Then go to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. Leave a genuine, meaningful comment. Give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way. And maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily, and then turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Lava House family, it's great to have you back as well. Thank you very much. Shattered Soul, it's good to see you. Cozy Relaxation is our featured channel for today, so it's great that you're here in the chat. Just Random, good to see you. Lady Blossom DJ, thank you always for coming in. And Just Living Life was our featured channel yesterday. I'm glad to see you back again. Princess Lizzie, it's always nice to see you. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. Great to have you here. And I'm going to get back to Cozy Relaxation in 1 second, but we do have a very special friend here with us. Mr. Fulton Mraz is celebrating his 21st birthday today, and he has been sharing us out not 20,000 times, not 30,000 times, not even 40,000 times. But Mr. Fulton Mraz has shared us out 50,000 times in the last many episodes of Tuber Chat, and I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Mr. Fulton Mraz is an extremely generous and dynamic creator. He'll be going live at 5 o'clock. Is that yeah, it is a live broadcast, so everybody can look forward to that and celebrate Mr. Fulton Mraz's birthday. As a matter of fact, I'll be going live right before that on my personal channel. I'll leave a message in the chat here. But we were hoping we were going to see Mr. Fulton Mraz, so thank you for coming so that everybody can wish you a happy birthday. And I will be going live right before you, but only for an hour. So hopefully I can just raid you when we're done. And that's great. In the meantime, here is Cozy Relaxation. This is our featured channel for today. I know we got a few more people who've just come in. Community Advocate Network. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Chat, but I hope you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house that are willing to connect with you. Please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, and I'll go back over it from time to time. Bluefies, it's always good to see you back. This is our life. Thank you for coming in again. Coco's Vibe, good to see you. Thank you for coming and visiting Chat. MAH Videos, it's good to have you with us so often. Thank you very much. And then that's great. Shattered Souls talking to Jaden about swapping playlists. And then a lot of people wishing Mr. Fulton Mraz a happy birthday. So we've been looking forward to celebrating that for about 2 months already. So I'm very happy. It's a wonderful milestone to cross, of course. I think everybody's excited about their 21st birthday. And then here we go. So the way that the wheel works that you see beside me here, it is not spinning right this minute, but what I will do is after you've been here for about 30 to 45 minutes and are active in the chat, having conversations with other friends and family members that you're meeting, you'll be added to the wheel. The wheel is completely random, of course, but once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, if you're still here, we talk about your channel for a little while. And yeah, I was going to leave that up there now so that people understand what the wheel is when they come in. I don't want people confused coming in thinking like every channel goes on the wheel, because we do get a few people that come in, they drop one message and leave because they figure they've got their space on the wheel, but that actually doesn't happen. And that's okay. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. This is Cozy Relaxation. This is a channel that, first of all, is generous in that they are willing to do the featured channels collaboration, that they've put Chat and Kristen Welton on here. And then as well, I know that they swap playlists. As you can see from all the red lines we just swapped. So if anybody needs watch hours or knows somebody who does, you can reach out here in the chat and simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. And other creators will reach out to you and you can make that arrangement with them. It's one of the easiest collaborations you can do, and it's simply an agreement that says you're going to run a playlist for them, they're going to run a playlist for you. You can do it while you're working, while you're sleeping. You can watch if you want to. And you can imagine if you get a lot of creators doing this with you, your hours are really going to stack up. But the more important thing that I love about swapping playlists with people is you begin a little bit of a friendship. And this has happened, luckily for me, with a lot of different creators over the last long while. These are the kind of creators who are going to come back to your channel over and over again for many, many months. And hopefully even longer than that, to give you the likes, views, comments, and hang out in your live streams and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers. So we all want to build our channels on a strong and solid foundation, and that's what we're doing here at Chat. We are very much focused on loyal and dedicated supporters. So let me just get some names on the wheel. I'm a little bit early, but that's okay. That Blue Moon, Eating with Miss P, who is going to be featured next weekend. She did a shout-out video, as did Kristen Welton and several other creators. That is now located at the bottom of our homepage. If anybody else has done a shout-out video in which you've mentioned Chat, please make sure I know about it so that I can add you into the playlist that contains those videos at the bottom of our homepage so that everybody can see them. I'll get a couple more channels on here. Princess Lizzie and Bluefies. And I'll spin and we'll get a channel up here and we'll talk about it. That Blue Moon, thank you very much. hopefully you have a good time having conversations with everybody. You know, I talk about this sometimes. I was recently in a live stream with Michael and Paula, and I hung out for a little while. I try to visit 10 to 20 live streams a day for about 15 to 20 minutes each. You always want to be staying 15 minutes if you visit a creator so that they get some good watch time credit for that and views and everything else. So here's Coco's vibe. And when I was talking to when Michael and Paula was talking on the live stream, we were conversating. I was sending messages back and forth in the chat, and he said one of the things that he liked about Tuber Chat was the conversations that people have in the chat. So it's much more than I've connected to you, I've been to your house, I've left a package. That's what we're here for. So of course we're going to do that. But it's wonderful to see some of the conversation that everybody has when we've supported each other, when we've watched videos, when we've seen things, and we start to get to know some of the creators a little bit better, especially when we're in other people's live streams and run into each other, and you see the kind of support that a lot of the dedicated creators are giving each other. It's wonderful to see. So this is Coco's vibe, and you are doing quite a lot of posting and streaming, which is fantastic. More Eats, it's always good to see you. Thank you very much. More Eats is a very much loved and well-respected member of the community and somebody who we're always happy to have here with us at Tuber Chat. I hope I haven't missed anybody, but I think I'm caught up. As long as you're active in the chat, of course, I'm going to get to you. If anybody has questions or things that you think I could possibly help with, I am a channel manager. I've been on YouTube for several years now. I have a couple million views and well over 10,000 subscribers. It's approaching 15,000. Growing and growing and growing. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. As a matter of fact, for those of you who've been here this weekend, you've seen a little bit of a few things that we've learned together, as a matter of fact. But I'm always happy to share that, always happy to encourage everybody to share whatever information we can, especially when it comes to the technical details of YouTube and the things we can do to push our channels beyond connecting with each other. Mr. Fulton Mraz, it's my pleasure. Happy birthday to you. That blue moon, well, that's nice of you to say. There's a lot of live streams like this, and lots of people are having conversations and things like this. Lots of people are connecting in a lot of places, but I built Tuber Chat for the idea of having a special network where I would put a lot of focus on dedicated and loyal supporters, because many months ago when I got involved in this community, I found a lot of generous creators who are dedicated and loyal. Carrie Beth, for instance, is in the chat. I've been connected to her for what's got to be 6 months by now on my personal channel. And, she's recently been coming here to Tuber Chat as well. These are the kind of things, as I put channels on the screen and as people come in the chat and I talk about the channels, as I get to know them better and better and better and friendships evolve, you'll start to get to know a lot of the dedicated and loyal supporters that I was hoping would be drawn in on Tuber Chat and everything we're doing here. Travel around, it's great to have you back, so thank you very much. And then even though I don't need to thank you anyway, that blue moon. I always appreciate the kind words. You're letting me know that what we're doing here is working. The Hoops Family Network, it's great to have you in the chat as well. The Hoops Family Network is another creator that I speak highly of. Like I said, is the person probably most she's most responsible for introducing me to some of the generous creators that I talk about all the time. When I started my journey within the small YouTuber community about 6 or 7 months ago, the Hoops Family Network was somebody that I met and was immediately drawn to because of their generosity and their willingness not only to help, but they're actually interested. I'm using the wrong words here, but they actually want to see people succeed. Like, they're encouraging and inspirational and everything like that. So as they started to introduce me to a few more like-minded creators, I started to see that there was a lot more generosity in the community than I would have otherwise expected. I've been on YouTube for several years, but it was only half a year ago that I started in this community. And that's what inspired the idea behind Tuber Chat. So, Daddy Days, it's wonderful to see you back. Thank you very much for coming back in here again. Hopefully you meet some new friends and family members. That's what we're all here for. So everybody in the chat, please don't be shy. And then Community Advocate Network. I know this is your first time, but what we do on Tuber Chat is we do a lot of connecting. That's what we're here for. That's the basis of it. But as well, while we go through talking about different channels and talking about YouTube, I love this stuff. I could talk about it for hours and hours and hours. So when we get into the technical details, often I'll do short tutorials if there's things that people want to know, like how to upload your banner or your avatar, or make a playlist, or get this featured channels collaboration happening that Jaden Sue is doing. This is a wonderful collaboration that anybody can do on their channel. It must be done on a computer. I don't believe it could be done on a phone at all anymore. It used to be able to, apparently, but that was before I even tried. But on your computer, you can do this collaboration. And what this does, when you feature channels on your front page, you are saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on the YouTube algorithm and on your audiences. So it's a wonderful collaboration. Now, if you have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel, Kevin K, on your front page and I don't know about it, please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that on both channels. And we've been lucky, actually. Tuber Chat now is featured on approximately 40 channels. Mr. Fulton Mraz, no problem. Thank you very much for coming in. You must be a busy person today. Mr. Joshi, great to have you back. Thank you for coming in. Life Through Our Eyes 303, welcome in. We were talking the other day. You'll have to forgive me because I already forgot what we were talking about. Was it community posts? If you wanted to see that done, but you can let me know whether you want me to bother doing that, or, well, I shouldn't say it that way, but you can let me know if you want me to do that or not. That Blue Moon has featured us, so I'm just making a note for myself. I still use pen and paper for my notes. And I just want to make sure that I don't forget. So Life Through Our Eyes 303, yeah, we were talking about that. Patai MD, thank you very much again for the support. It's always nice to see you come through. So if there's, let me see if I can get a link for that Blue Moon for now. I'm going to put a link for that Blue Moon right now. Maybe I'll get Nightbot on the case. See if it comes up easily this way, or if I'm going to have to. I'll use my Go to Channel extension here. See if it's going to catch up. It takes a second. As soon as here we go. As soon as I find a comment from that Blue Moon, I can hit it. That's the Go to Channel extension from the people at Swap Meet Shops. They made it free so that everybody can easily get to each other's channels. And there it is right there. You featured Tuber Chat, so thank you for that. I'm going to make sure we return that favor. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just do it right now. So I'll take you off the wheel because we're already looking at your channel. And I will get this link for everybody. Now, when you're adding a link into the chat, I want if you want to see what I'm doing, this is very, very much helpful. Anytime you're sharing your URL anywhere on the internet, you want to do this little trick. At the end of the URL, you want to add a code. Let me just put in that Blue Moon here so everybody's clear about what that is. So you put a question mark at the end of the URL and the words sub_confirmation equals 1. And what that does is, for somebody who's never been to your channel before, they will be presented with a window that says, are you sure you want to subscribe to this creator? and they have no recourse but to say yes or no right then and there. So you can imagine it's going to entice more subscriptions right that moment. Otherwise, somebody may have come to your channel, started watching a video, got distracted, and forget to subscribe. So that could be really helpful, and I wish for everybody to do that every time you're sharing your URL anywhere. And right now, I will go through Community Advocate Network. So let me let you know, the best idea is to reach out to creators one by one, because when you move too fast, everybody assumes there's no possible way you could be connecting with people genuinely. So my suggestion is to go one by one, and we're not allowed to say sub or subscribe or I've been to your house, or there's lots of other things that we can't say in streams like this, not just Tuber Chat, but all growth streams like this. So we dance around the idea, even though that's what we're doing, by saying I've been to your place, or I've left you a package, or let's dance together, and things like this. So you'll find that to be common among all growth streams and here in Tuber Chat as well. So hopefully you get the hang of that, but you just want, what leaving a package means is it means that you've gone to their channel, watched a short video in full of a minute long, not just watched a minute of any video, but watched a video in full that's at least 1 minute long. It could be as short as you want, as long as it's over a minute. Then left a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of sentences. If you leave too short of a comment or put emojis and things like that, it might get caught in YouTube spam filters or held for review, and they won't find it very easily. So you want to make sure you help them with that. Giving a thumbs up is just something we should always be doing for each other all the time. And then I have to say, if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them, but we subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name, and that lets them know that you have connected the right way. And then you can say, if you want to, left you a package, or left footprints at your door, or I just danced with you, or any of those other things. It's also a good idea just to mention the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily and then connect with you as quickly as you wish that they would. So good times. And then I will just show you very quickly how to do this featured channels collaboration, because I've already got the URL out of that blue moon here. So what I'm going to do, I'll just leave that window open, actually. I'll open another in case we need them again. Seven in Love, thank you for coming back in. So we go to our channel, and of course you must be logged in on the right account. Sometimes I am logged in because I run many channels. I'm not logged in the right account, but I am. Customize channel. And this is the old school way of looking at it. I'm sure they're going to update this soon. Bluefies, I'd love to know if you find that package, as a matter of fact. If you wouldn't mind letting me know. Bluefies has been with us for a little while now and is very much familiar with the game. On the right-hand side here, we see featured creators, and we click Edit Module. So you can change this. Originally, it said featured channels. I just changed it to say creators. Not that it matters. You can name it anything that you want. Lots of people come up with clever names for this. You paste in the URL, which it's asking for here. And again, we always add that code to the end of our URL anytime we're sharing it on the internet. Sub underscore confirmation equals 1 after the question mark. And then we hit add. And when we go down to the bottom of the list, we'll see that that blue moon has been added to our list, and these are all the channels that have featured Tuber Chat on their front pages. So it's that simple, and you don't have to save. It's already saved. The important thing is this button here called Shuffle. If you have more than 10 channels in your featured channels list, then YouTube will only show the first 10 unless you go to the channels page, which I don't think anybody ever actually does. So the important thing is to put Shuffle, and what that will do is YouTube will randomly show a different selection of 10 creators every time somebody goes to the page, so that they're evenly spread out. And when we go to my channel, we'll see that it works. My pleasure, that Blue Moon. And then, yeah, Bluefies, thank you for letting me know. So Community Advocate Network, maybe you want to just let Bluefies know what video you left a comment on so that they can find it right away. And then I appreciate the favor, Bluefies, of you letting me know if you find that. Because we just want to make sure that we're helping everybody to connect the right way. In Rachel's place, great. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the kind words. Thank you, Coco's Vibe. Metrosonic, it's good to see you back. Thank you very much. The Course, thank you very much. I saw you come in. Sorry I didn't welcome you a few minutes ago, but thank you. And then I'm glad that everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this window because I don't need it. I'm going to drop the link for that Blue Moon one more time. Maybe we'll go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I missed the link, but I'll do the same for them. Sub_confirmation. We don't drop links here. I just do it once in a while when we have a channel like this that seems to be a little bit harder to find. So as a matter of fact, let's do another tutorial right now. Let's get Nightbot on the case. For those of you who are new to the idea of these bots, I prefer Stream Elements. Stream Elements is the robot that is dropping us links like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff, so you can find us easily when we're not live streaming and meet more creators. You just sign in with your YouTube account. It's very, very simple. We've all done this a million times with different things. We go to timers. You'll see Georgia Bulldogs is one of the channels that we have here. Lightworth Studios, if they come back, I'll add them. This is for that Blue Moon. And every 15 minutes or so, this will drop the link to that Blue Moon. And I will finish the link, make sure it's got the thing here, sub_confirmation equals 1. I make a big deal out of this stuff, so I don't expect anybody to go back and watch 3 hours of replay when we're doing Tuber Chat. You could if you want to meet more creators that you missed out on, because the chat will replay. But these little tutorials are things that you can go back and find. So if you're looking for this again in the next few days, you'll know, hey, wait a second, he did it on Monday. And you'll be able to find it. So that Blue Moon, and there's other tricks you can play with this and this and that, but let's say every 16 minutes it's going to drop the link for that Blue Moon. The robot is on it, so the moderators don't have to worry about it. And Georgia Bulldogs, I'm going to edit yours because I changed it yesterday. If my computer wants to be responsive at all. Does it? Maybe not. Let's refresh. My page is Ilangang Rakatera. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. Philly Girl, good to see you again. Thank you very much. Hopefully you caught that I went through your my watch later list as I promised and saw your video today. Bluefies, how can you see spam on mobile? Might have to try that. Georgia Bulldogs, let's knock you down to 17 minutes. Save. There we go. Now you'll find that Nightbot will be dropping these once in a while. So if we need it, we know that it's coming up eventually. How to see spam comments on the phone. Let me see if there's a way that I can get this done for us. Okay, I just got to hook up something here. All right. I've got to eject my hard drive. I'm lucky enough to be working on a Mac, but when you're working on a Mac, it's very, very, very important that you eject your hard drives if you have an external hard drive plugged in. And I don't know if it's going to work today. Hopefully it will. No, it doesn't want to work. The same thing happened yesterday because something is touching it. So I'm going to unplug my mic for a moment, and I'll try to remember to put this back. You can hear me now. Check. Yeah, it looks like it's working. I forget about that. When I unplug my mic, you can't hear me anymore. So let's see what happens here, if there's any way to get the comments from the YouTube app. I'm logged into my personal account. I don't imagine there's going to be a way to get to that here. Let's try YouTube Studio, because that's where we would find comments in the first place. King Art 70, thanks for coming back in. Philly girl. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Yeah, it'll be echoey for a minute. I'm going to try to do one thing to improve that. When you're using StreamYard, if you plug headphones in, even if you're not wearing them, that can possibly help. You can let me know if that got any better. Voice. Browser, check all comments. Gmail. Okay, that's interesting. Metrosonic is saying. And from here, we go to comments in the YouTube Studio app. And then we have, I have most recent. I wonder if we're going to be able to, published, likely spam. Here we go. So I don't have any because I cleaned mine out, but there you go. So you can do it on the phone. If you have the YouTube Studio app, there they are right there. So you just go over here to comments, and you just go to held for review or go to spam. But I cleaned mine out right before we came on for Tuber Chat today. So there you have it. And I'm going to try to piece things back together here. Hopefully that was somewhat helpful. Interesting to know. Now maybe I can even get some more work done while I'm out. Now that I know we can go through our comments like that. One thing you want to watch with, let me see if you can still. I can't drag that. Check. Audio should be better now. Sorry, I asked you guys to tell me if you could hear me, and then I didn't look to see if you could, but it looks like it's okay. And then hopefully everything's back to normal. So if you can hear me, then we're all good. And I should have my better mic back on. And I have one of these. I got to do a review of this. The Razer Siren X, which I just got. It was way more expensive than I wish it was, but hopefully has improved our quality here. And then It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. Always good to see you. Beat Nick Store, good to see you back. And Lava House family, no sweat. Hopefully your phone will be okay. Mishana, good to see you as well. And then is Life Through Our Eyes 303 still here? So let me know if you are. Let me spin our wheel. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. I don't need that blue moon anymore, so maybe I'll do this. See, I click too fast, and then I lose things sometimes. This is what we wanted in this window. And I'll spin the wheel, we'll get a channel up, and then I'll think about adding some more names shortly. Correct code 6. Thanks for coming back. Oh, Life Through Our Eyes. Okay, so Tuber Chat has been running over 2 hours every episode lately. Sometimes as long as almost 3 hours, but anywhere from, let's say, 2 to 2.5 is a good bet. So I don't know when you are planning on going live today, but if you wanted to start like an hour and a half from now or earlier, then that would be cool. I'm expecting Tuber Chat to run at least another hour and a half. And then we've already arranged we're going to continue connecting in Life Through Our Eyes 303 because she does the same thing over there. Eating with Miss P is a featured channel for next week. And I was hanging out with her just for a few minutes before we came in here today on a live stream. She did a video the other day, which one was it? This one here, which I don't even know how to pronounce, but I have that video on the bottom of the front page of Tuber Chat, which, okay, I won't bother with that. Let me pause this. Anyway, on the front page of Tuber Chat now, we have a section that's got shout-out videos from other creators and things like that. So this video from Mrs. Eating with Miss P is down there, and she will be featured next week. Sam TV MC3. Oh, no, Sam YouTube MC3. Thank you for coming in. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect with you, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like in the chat. It's great that you do Minecraft videos. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see what you do. We've got a couple of other gaming channels in the house that do that kind of thing. So the best idea always is to go first. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you. You can meet anybody that you want, and the way that we do that is to leave a single emoji next to somebody's name. That lets them know that you want to connect with them, and then visit their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. That's so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video that you watch of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up always, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name and maybe a sentence about the video that you watched so that they can turn around, head to your channel to connect with you and find your comment easily. Hunting 540 Fishing, thank you for coming back in. I believe you've been here before, even though it might have been, I forget how long ago it was. But thank you very much. Hopefully you feel welcome and you will meet some new friends and family members. Please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, and I go over it again once in a while during the live stream. Let's spin. I'll pull another channel up, and then now I will add some names to the wheel. Carrie Beth. This is a creator that's been connected to me for many, many months. She is an extremely dynamic creator. And I know I use that word a lot, but Carrie Beth is a perfect example. Her editing is out of control, and her presentation is just spectacular. I always speak highly of this channel, but she's also generous in that we have swap playlists. You can tell by the red lines. And then as well, she does the feature channels collaboration here that I talk about all the time. And you can see one of the things I like to mention about her, she's obviously got other social networks, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and TikTok, but her presentation has been great right from the beginning. These thumbnails are just awesome. And she's had the same branding ish ever since the beginning. So when you see, whether you see an older video or a newer video, it's like, you know, it's her. So I just always go over that with Carrie's channel, but she's here in the chat with us now, and hopefully everybody will connect with her. So I'll add some names to the wheel. And then Sam, YouTube MC3, hopefully you feel welcome and are having a good time already, starting to meet new friends and family members. That Blue Moon and Carrie Beth we looked at. Cozy Relaxation is our featured channel for today. Just Living Life can get onto the wheel. She was featured yesterday. Princess Lizzie. Oh, Princess Lizzie's already there. Bluefies is there. Community Advocate Network. Let's see if you're still... Okay, we'll see if you're still here. If I'll spin the wheel for now. We'll get another channel up, and then if Community Advocate Network is still here, we'll add them to the wheel. Izzy's Life Vlogs, thanks for coming in. Izzy's Life always does a motivational Monday video that everybody can check out. Izzy's has been connected to me for many months now as well, both on my personal channel and here on Tuber Chat. So it's wonderful when we see you. Hopefully everybody will reach out and connect to Izzy's Life. And then this is Princess Lizzie. She's been back with us again and again. And yeah, she's doing quite a bit of live streaming, which is great. I'm going to add our moderators now. And is the Hoops Family Network still in the house? Yep. We had a quite a scenario the other day where one of the robots went mad and started banning everybody. So I had to delete all the moderators and then delete all the banned channels, which is kind of funny. And then slowly putting that back together. We don't have a lot of moderators here because it's not necessary. Luckily, everybody is extremely respectful, thankfully, and our chat is extremely clean. And then as well, we've got the robots helping out. That makes the job easy on the moderators. And then the moderators who are here are very much experienced. So It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey, for instance, has probably been here for every live stream that we've done. Kristen and Kira, my girlfriend and my stepdaughter, are always here. And then the Hoops Family Network has been with Tuber Chat ever since the start. Oh, Izzy, you just posted your video for today, so that's great. Izzy always does, like I said, Motivational Monday, so it's an idea for everybody to have a look at that. I always like motivational and inspiring things. One of the things I like most about everything that we're doing, not just at Tuber Chat, but here in this community, is now I follow, 99% of the channels that I subscribe to have less than 10,000 subscribers, and I am loving all the different content that I see. I'm subscribed to thousands of channels between Tuber Chat and my personal channel, of course, which I'll leave in the chat occasionally. in case you want to connect with me there. I'll actually, yes, Carrie Beth is mentioning that she's willing to swap playlists. As you saw a few moments ago, I've swapped with her, so is Kristen and Kira. So if anybody wants to swap playlists, Carrie Beth is absolutely interested in that. It's a great way to get your watch hours moving. And she's somebody you can absolutely count on. Of course, there's a lot of channels in the chat that are willing to swap playlists. All of our moderators do it. Of course, I do it. And, Philly Girl, Kevin K. I just dropped a message a few seconds ago. Thank you, King Art 70, very much. I was, when I saw your video, was it yours that I just watched that was drawing the car? I left a comment from Tuber Chat. And I was saying, I've known a handful of different people who, I don't know whether to say they're artists or they are interested in art and things like that. But I really love what you're doing by making, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I just watched this like an hour ago. The drawing with the time lapse, I think, is a fantastic idea. I'm always drawn to artists because I am not one. I'm not artistic. I'm very creative, and technically I could do anything with a computer basically. But when it comes to art, drawing, painting, and many other things, I am not that way. So I'm always fascinated. That's the right word, fascinated by that stuff. And then that Blue Moon, you want to do your own gameplay and you have an app that records your screen. Do you think it will go okay? Probably, that Blue Moon. Lots of people do. I have a channel that I never really talk about because I'm not doing anything with it right now. And it's got all gameplay videos, and most of them were done from the phone. So the only thing you have to worry about is copyright. Some of the game companies won't allow you to, but the best idea is probably either to search for the game you want to play and see if other people have done it. And then otherwise, just try, post it, but always put your videos private. Everybody should always be uploading their videos private unless they're time sensitive, so that you can give the YouTube algorithm time to categorize it properly and get it into their servers. You can imagine Google servers, even though they're fast, are all over the world. And you want your video to really be caught in the algorithms properly before you release it. But you can always upload a video and see what happens. If you upload private, you can wait for copyright claims to come in before you ever publish it, and then it won't affect your channel. The VMC show, great to see you again. That's going to be a channel that's featured on Friday. That's Vern's Junk Closet's second channel. Lady Blossom DJ is with us often. She's a very supportive, dedicated, and loyal supporter as well. And then Oak Style, it's always good to see you. Thank you very much. For everybody that hears me talk about Vern's Junk Closet often, both on Tuber Chat and my personal channel, I hope you'll connect to her second channel, the VMC show. I will feature it on Friday, but she's here with us now and able to connect, of course. And then I should mention, so I'm going to go live today after Tuber Chat, 3 hours from now, on my personal channel. So Tuber Chat will run for maybe another 2 hours or so, and then I will take off. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada, which happens to be one of the 7 wonders of the world, and they call it the honeymoon capital of the world. It's a big tourist area. So I'm going to go into that area, and we'll see what's happening. Things have started to open up here, where you're able to eat in restaurants as long as it's outdoors on a patio. And then I can't be 100% sure about masks indoors and stuff like that, but we'll see. I'll make sure I have one with me, and then I'll use it where necessary. But I'll be outdoors the whole time. I'm not really expecting to go into many places unless we find something unbelievably interesting. There's a store down in the tourist area that makes fudge, and if I can catch them at the right time, I would love to go and see if I can catch them doing the whole process of that. For those of us who haven't seen it, there's candy stores, there's arcades. Ripley's, believe it or not, owns half the block. They've got all kinds of different stuff in there. There's haunted houses. There's a Harley Davidson shop, lots of restaurants, huge Ferris wheel that we call the Niagara Sky Wheel. There's a Mario Kart inspired go-kart track called Niagara Speedway, and all this stuff. I'm going to go just have a look at it all. I don't think I'm going to partake of any of the attractions. I just want to go and see what's happening in the area. It's much more fun to do that stuff when you're with somebody, but I'm just going to go myself for today. But I've done a few Niagara Falls live streams. So if you find that interesting at all, or if you're, going to have the time to be able to see that, then I hope you'll connect with me on my personal channel, and I'll leave the chat one more time. So King Art 70 says that's happened to them, where they've got a copyright claim, but they were still able to upload. On my personal channel, I used to be a DJ a long time ago, and I did a lot of remixes of other people's songs, some popular, not so popular. And half of those songs have copyright claims, but I'm still able to put them up. All that means, it's not a copyright strike. All that means is that those artists will get paid for any advertisements that run on those videos, but I'm fine with that because I got paid for those 20 years ago anyway. I still get the views and subscribers that come from them, and those videos are, destined to make thousands and thousands of views over the course of a long time. Stan TV, great to see you back. Thank you very much. Mr. Joshi, I see, is connecting with VMC Show. So Vern from the VMC Show and Vern's Junk Closet is a friend, a wonderfully generous and dedicated supporter of all things YouTube. Very knowledgeable, and she, in the same way that I try to emulate, shares all of her knowledge for the betterment of everybody. So VMC Show is her second channel. Mr. Joshi is a dynamic creator who's also become a friend offline as well as here on YouTube. And we actually met up. He came to Niagara Falls. He lives not too far. We were able to meet up and do a small collaboration for a quick second. We talk often and share information and things like that. So I'm glad for the two of you to be connecting. Mr. Josie's reminding Kristen, see, are we going to do the zip line when he comes back to Niagara Falls? So that's something we have planned. I don't know if I'll make it down there. I don't know what I'm going to do today when I get down there. We'll see. It'll be live, so we'll see. And then Mr. Joshi's talking about Kristen Welton, who's the channel on the screen. This, of course, is my girlfriend, my love. There's her handsome boyfriend in her channel art banner there. And she is posting videos. I think she's trying for 3 times a week now. She was pushing from 2 times a week to 3 times a week. She's occasionally doing live streams as well. Her channel is very much hers. She's very close to her 1,000 subscribers. So at 941, you know that it's on her mind, and hopefully we can push her a little bit farther there today. And then I hope I've caught up with everybody in the chat. I hope I haven't missed anybody. As long as you're still here in the chat and active, then I am sure I will eventually get to you as well. As your that Blue Moon is working on a video right now. If as we're talking in the chat, we're all connecting with each other and this and that. But where possible, when you're watching videos from other creators and stuff like that, it's always best to come back after you've connected and let them know what video you watched. You can just say anything you want about it, something simple, so that they can find your comment easily and get back to you right away. No matter how careful we are and how good of a job we do, some of our comments get held for review or caught in the spam filter. And, it just takes a little bit longer for everybody to find what you're doing to connect with them. So if you mentioned something about the at least the video that you watch, then you'll see conversations start. And one of the keys to all this success here in YouTube and what we're doing is in the conversations and the friendships that evolve from all the things that we do to collaborate with each other. Yeah, Kristen's doing a fantastic job. We're lucky because being a YouTube family, if you want to call it that, Kira has her channel that we're looking at right now. This is Kristen's daughter, my BFF forever. So Kira has her own channel. She's doing her own thing. She's been live streaming Minecraft videos. Sam YTMC3, you were talking about doing Minecraft, I believe, earlier. So Kira is one other. It's not necessarily a gaming channel. Kira will do what she wants with her channel, but she does a few different things. She's been playing a lot of Minecraft and doing live streams lately, as well as Georgia Bulldogs does the same. Oh, thank you, Vern. I got Instagram open if I need it. And then, so Kira has her own channel, but being a YouTube family, we get to benefit from all of each other's, first of all, knowledge. I mean, you guys know me by now. Most of you have already been with me for either weeks or months with Tuber Chat and this and that. You know that I go on and on and on. I love, love, love this stuff. I'm so happy about everything that we're doing here. And there's lots of reason for that. But you know, when I'm before Tuber Chat, like from the moment we wake up, it's YouTube. And, you know, Tuber Chat is great when I can do it the 4 days a week that we do it. And then afterwards, it's all YouTube, like through dinner, through our activities. Half the stuff we do live. We've played games together. We've gone out together. We've been to restaurants together and all kinds of stuff. And it's wonderful because we get to benefit from each other as well. We're lucky that we've got a small amount of equipment now. We've got a couple of gimbals. We've got, you know, like a GoPro. We've got lights. We got, you know, this kind of stuff. None of it's all extremely expensive or anything like that, but it's just beneficial because we're together. We're able to share all of this stuff, like the green screen. Kristen gave me the green screen for Valentine's Day, which is probably the most romantic gift I've ever received, because we are all benefiting from the green screen right now, and I'm so excited about it. There it is. Isn't it beautiful? And that's what allows me now to be able to feature channels. That's what I love about it the most. You know, every time we find something new that we can do to improve our content or our quality, the first thought is, how can we use this to better feature other channels or help other people? Because we fully understand, all of us understand, that having a community that's very strong and solid around us is the key to the success that we're all hoping for here on YouTube. So it looks like we're going through all our moderators one by one, but here's It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey. This is somebody who's extremely dedicated, loyal, and generous. He's been here with us in probably every single live stream that we've done. So that's fantastic. And then I hope I'm not missing anything in the chat. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. Mick, for real, great to see you back again. Thank you very much. And then It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey is generous. And that I just was hanging out with Eating with Miss P earlier. She was talking about the banner that It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey did for her. I know that It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey offers that also as a I believe as a service, but it's something anybody can reach out to It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey for to talk about. We call them banners. The proper name is channel art, but I think everybody knows what we're talking about when we talk about that. And then It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey is a generous and dynamic creator, streams every single day as a minimum, and always is positive and motivating. Shattered Soul, good to have you back. And let me see what I could do about adding a couple of names to the wheel before I spin. Life Through Our Eyes 303. Life Through Our Eyes 303 is going to go live after. I don't know when they're going to start, but we've already talked about we're going to raid them after so everybody can continue connecting. And then for those of you who are interested, I will be going live afterwards 3 hours from now on my personal channel. Stan TV, the best idea is to reach out to other creators. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you. Let me just mention that in the chat because in case you have me on mute. You never know. I don't expect everybody always to listen to every word that I say. Sometimes people have the live streams on mute while they're connecting, and that's fine too. Mute doesn't help. I mean, I wish you'd have it on like volume number 2 or something like that so that I get the watch time, but it really doesn't make that much of a difference. Sincerely, a Lucy, thank you for coming back in. That's a general rule though. Like, you know, when you're watching videos and when you're in live streams and stuff like that, you want the volume not to be off. If it's on mute, YouTube could consider that a low quality playback, they call that, and the creator may not get the credit for the views or the watch time that you're intending on giving them. Oh, Shattered Soul. There's my personal channel there. More Eats, great that you're still hanging out. Lydia Saba, thank you for coming in. Oh, Izzy's Life is watching on TV. Yeah, this is something I think we forget sometimes, right? You can go into your YouTube analytics and find all the different ways that people are watching you. But it can be not only on phones and computers, but also tablets, which is a little bit different. And of course on televisions now, which is great. Actually, one of the biggest channel that I manage is a friend of mine, Jeff Lepard. And we work together, you know, most of the time and this and that. And when we work together, we will often like eat after work and stuff like that, but we will watch YouTube on television. And then sometimes use our phones to chat if we're in a live stream. So there's Life Through Our Eyes 303. This is another channel that allows you to connect. Of course, they're doing, it's a dance off. That's very clever. They're doing live streaming. It looks like every day for long periods of time too, very long live streams. Yesterday, I think she was intending on doing 8 hours. Looks like you just about made it, maybe even longer. Today, they'll go live and we will visit them afterwards. Lightworth Studios. Oh, you are back. Okay. Let me get Nightbot on your case too. So I saved something the other day. Some of the channels that have is particularly less than 500 subscribers, but have popular names, have sometimes a hard time coming up in the search results. And so I saved this from the other day. I'll put it to 18 minutes save. And these are 16, 17, 18, yes. So Nightbot now hopefully will start dropping your link every 18 minutes or so that we anybody that has trouble finding you right away. You got to pull a couple of tricks when you want to find some of these channels with popular names until they get 1,000 subscribers. If you're active, posting at least one quality piece of content every week and doing what you can to grow on a solid and strong foundation, doing a lot of SEO for your tags and things like that, what you want to be is the most active channel with your popular name. Doesn't have to be like, you know, there's a lot of channels that have exactly the same name, but even with popular words, as long as you're very, very active in the top, you will start to come up first, especially for people who are likely to watch you. So when we're talking about the small YouTuber community, you will start to come up first or very high in the search results. It gets better and better. Once you have 1,000, it seems you don't have to worry about it anymore. The only channels that I see that have trouble have less than 1,000 subscribers so far. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Shattered Soul is on Life Through Eyes 303 all the time, which is great. But she's a dynamic creator. There's another person who's become a friend. You know, and it's wonderful. This is the thing that I love. You know, I say so much about this stuff, but this is one of the things that I love about this community. And what we're doing here is because friendships start to develop outside of YouTube even. And then lots of people are, you know, connecting and building friendships of their own, strong foundations with loyal and dedicated supporters, of course, so that you really do have people come by that actually care for your success. They want to see you do well. and they will watch your videos and give you comments, likes, views, and hang out in your live streams like we're talking about and stuff like that. Mick For Real just drops a new vid. I think you're saying two things at once there, Mick For Real, are you? About running playlists as well. If you're willing to run playlists, Mick For Real, just mention it in the chat. Just say, I'm willing to swap playlists with people. And then other creators will reach out to you so that they can make those arrangements with you. Ben Weather Channel, good to see you back. I know I keep saying I'm going to add names to the wheel. I really will this time. Just Living Life was featured yesterday. In Rachel's Place was here today too. She was featured on Saturday. Every creator that I feature has shown generosity in some form. So for instance, it could be as simple as like with Just Living Life here, not to mention our spending a lot of time in Tuber chat. You know, I go but for the people who've been the most active, of course, the biggest supporters. But, you know, she's got the feature channels collaboration happening here, as well as a lot of creators are willing to swap playlists. Mr. Joshi in the chat is willing to swap playlists, of course. So if anybody wants to do that, you could just say so in the chat and other creators will reach out to you. Cozy Relaxation. If a creator has a playlist that contains videos that are not theirs, they will not get the watch time or the views for the videos that do not belong to them. The best idea for everybody is always to have a playlist that contains all of your pre-recorded videos, no live streams, and then you can call it, like in Just Living Life's case here, she would call it All of Just Living Life or Binge Watch Just Living Life or something like that. And then where possible, you put it on the bottom of your front page so that people can find it. And if we're all doing that, it's very easy for everybody to remember. It's at the bottom of my front page. Tuber Chat, for instance, does not have videos. We only have live streams right now. So we don't have the same thing. It's unfortunate we can't practice what we preach. But on my personal channel, I absolutely do. And I swap playlists with people on both channels. But yeah, videos that are unlisted do not count because YouTube makes it very clear. Public watch hours. Public videos that are watched. I don't even know if, you know, the truth about the not being logged in or using incognito browsers and VPNs and all that stuff. The best idea is always to play it safe. Cena Wolf, thanks for coming in. Thank you, MAH Videos, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. So Kira Welton plays Minecraft as well. Sam YTMC3. Pretty Chocolate Girl, good to see you back again. Travel Around has been hanging out for quite some time, so that's great. Thank you very much for that. Okay, now I did say I was going to say 100 times. I'm going to add more channels to the wheel. Just Living Life is up there, so Mr. Joshi will take your place. Travel Around. What happened to, is Community Advocate Network still here? Because I asked about you, and then I didn't see you for a long time. If you're not here, that's okay. Lady Blossom DJ we looked at. Philly Girl we can look at again today. MAH Videos we're going to look at. But Spin, we'll get a channel up, and then we'll see what's going to happen from there. Okay, thank you, Sam, YouTube MC3. Thank you very much for the time you've spent. Hopefully we'll see you again. The Hoops Family Network. This is the channel that I speak of so highly all the time. They are inspirational in everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat, the creation of it. The Hoops Family Network is a channel that is dedicated, loyal, and very much wants to support other creators. As you see here, they do a shout-out Saturday video every single Saturday. They're on episode 39 yesterday or the day before. And this is a channel that's been connected with me for months and months. As a matter of fact, since the beginning of my personal journey through the small YouTuber community, where after meeting the Hoops Family Network, I believe I had 200 subscribers or just under on January 1st of this year. And by March the 12th, I had my 1,000, and soon after that, I had 1,100. So I gained 900 subscribers in a matter of a couple of months, 3 months, let's just say, with because of the introductions to the community that we're talking about, people like Vern's Junk Closet, people like Carrie Beth, many other channels that are in this community and are very generous and actually want to see each other succeed. They understand the truth behind the idea that we can all thrive together, as Vern would like to put it. Cyberlife, good to see you back. Lightwear Studios says because of this stream, they've almost hit their goal for the year in 1 week. Well, that's kind of you to say. I appreciate that, Lightwear Studios. Hopefully, we can push you a little bit farther. I don't see any reason why somebody couldn't pick up anywhere to 10 to 20 new family members every time they come to Tuber Chat. I do everything I can to make sure new people are coming through all the time, but it's great to hear you doing so well. So the Hoops Family Network, like I said, is the very first channel that I ran into that was generous and wanted to see others succeed. And I was immediately drawn to Amanda from the Hoops Family Network. And then she started introducing me to other generous creators. And that's what started all of this. That's what inspired the idea behind Tuber Chat. So hopefully everybody is having a good time connecting with each other. Suzuki Vlog official channel, thank you for coming back again. A lot of newbies here. Shattered Soul. Well, there's a lot of new channels. I don't know how many people who come into Tuber Chat are actually brand new at YouTube. There are some creators with, let's say, less than 100 subscribers, and we can really help push them up over that hump and get them moving towards the first 1,000. But there are a lot of creators who are already, we have creators of all sizes that come through here, but many have thousands of creators already. Thousands of subscriptions already, but it takes time to find Tuber Chat. I'm doing everything I can to build it and grow it, and I have tons and tons of help from so many dedicated and loyal supporters who've been coming through and sharing for us and giving us the thumbs up and, watching replays and commenting and doing all the things that everybody needs as growing YouTubers. So I'm very thankful that the channel's moving so well. As you can see, it's very strong and solid. When you come into the different live streams, you see some familiar faces, but there are always new people finding it. So like I said, I'm doing everything I can. There's a lot of help from everybody in the community, and I really appreciate that. And then hopefully we can maximize impact for everybody that comes through. I see somebody mentioning Viviana Martika Lakendo. Thank you for coming back in again. And then Pretty Chocolate Girl might need a link. We already, let's see. I skipped the wheel. We'll just look at this channel for a second. Pretty Chocolate Girl's back with us because I want to get the link for it anyway. Holy smokes, I can't type. There's a link for Pretty Chocolate Girl. Oh, is that even going to come up in order? Maybe not. There it is. Okay. And let me spin, and we'll get another channel up on the screen. Thank you, Sincerely A. Lucy. Sincerely A. Lucy is another creator that when I talk about the generous creators that I see that genuinely want people to do well, others to do well, Sincerely A. Lucy is that kind of creator. She's been with me ever since the beginning of all of this. So 4, 5, 6 months probably by now. And continues to come back and truly support in my personal channel as well as here at Tuber Chat. But she is surrounded by genuine and very loyal, dedicated supporters. and I've been able to benefit from being a part of her community, where now I have dedicated and loyal supporters who come back to me again and again and again because of her. And this is the kind of thing that I talk about all the time. So Sincerely A Lucy is somebody that everybody will want to connect with. Let's get MAH videos up here, and we'll have a look at what they've got going on for us today. So hopefully we're going to see. Oh, yeah, this is the one we were talking about. You just put this video up a couple of days ago. So this is great. Now, I keep saying I'm going to add names to the wheel. Let's have a look and see what I could do here. Lizzie. Travel Around is already on there. Mishana. Mishana will take your place. Lava House family. In Rachel's place and Beat Nick's store. Thank you, Lucy. You know, as we grow and as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Not to mention, a lot of people have full-time gigs outside of YouTube. Pardon me for 1 second here. A lot of people have full-time jobs and things like that that prevent them from spending as much time on YouTube as they might like. And like, for instance, I work full-time 3 days a week. I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday doing stuff that has nothing to do with this. I'm lucky that half my full-time job is YouTube, not including my own channels. I run channels for other people. But there's a lot of people, you know, especially, like I say, as we keep growing and as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So, for instance, somebody like Sincerely A Lucy, I don't visit half as much as I wish that I could. Now, following thousands of creators, literally on 2 channels, you know, I support as much as I can. I'm in different, you know, hopefully 10 to 20 live streams a day for at least 15 minutes each. But I can't do it all the time. Nobody can. We can't all watch 1,000 videos a week. You just can't do it. But if everybody supports as many creators as they possibly can in the community, then everybody will be just fine, because it's more support than anybody would have got in the first place. That's what another thing that I love about all this stuff. Mishana, you're on the wheel, so at some point we're going to get it. At some point we're going to get you up there. And then, what do you think is the best way to promote yourself on Reddit? Izzy's Life Vlog. So you have to be very careful with Reddit, because it is a shark pit of people that are ready to pounce on you if you do anything wrong over there. The hate and the negativity that sometimes we have to see on YouTube is nothing compared to what happens on Reddit. But if you do it the right way and you're in the right places, then it can really benefit. So we have our subreddit, and I know you post there, which is great. One of the things that I use Reddit for, why don't I just show you right now? I'll show you what I do on Reddit to meet other creators. And this works extremely well. It takes time, but it works extremely well. So let's go to, I'll go to another small YouTuber community. I won't go to Tuber Chat, because we're still young and growing. There's only 30 members of the subreddit so far. The good news about a subreddit that's so young and new is that when your videos go up, everybody sees them, because there's not that many. It's not like the, you know, here's the Tuber Chat subreddit, and I'll skip over to another one in a minute. But you can see when your videos are put in here, Rants with Rogers is posting in here. I do tons and tons of posting. Lava House family. Oh, I didn't even realize. Thank you for posting in there. Aisha posts in there. There's a handful of creators. I know Izzy does. Izzy right there, yeah. So let me go to another subreddit, and I'll show you what I do. Let's go to, I think, small YouTubers here is a big subreddit. Yeah, 30,000 members. So the problem is you post something. Look, 2 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, 9 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. So if you put something up an hour from now, your post is lost, right? I don't expect a lot of people to catch it. But look at this. So what I do is I go through subreddits like this, and I look for creators like that leave messages, not videos. Videos, like sometimes you want to go and watch some videos if you want to help people out, but also this, like finally 1K subs. So let's do this one at a time. I'm going to go to this person. They meant to say new YouTuber, of course. I just created a channel to do COD Mobile. Best for my first video. Check it out and subscribe. I'll be really happy. This is wonderful that you've started. Not that I'm writing that properly, but whatever, right? This is wonderful that you've started. And I'm not doing a good job right now. A good job would be to be very much more, I would go and watch the video and then I would comment. But this is wonderful that you've started. Keep doing what you're doing. And you'll forgive me for anybody who's got a message like this from me before. Keep doing what you're doing and you'll be surprised how fast your channel will grow. I always want to be encouraging and positive, right? But that goes a long way, because somebody who just started a YouTube channel, like you can imagine when we put out an Instagram post, how happy are we when 3 people comment on it, right? That goes for everybody. And on Reddit, look at this. Somebody finally 1K subs. Now, they probably will get a few comments for this because people tend to be encouraging about this stuff. But now I will go on this person's thing and I'll say this. This is a wonderful milestone. Great job. Keep it up and you'll be surprised how fast you grow from here. And that's just positive reinforcing and, you know, all that kind of stuff, encouraging and this and that. But you will meet a lot of creators. So if you go and you do this 10 times a day, so 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, and you go around, and like I said, I look for posts, not here we go. Hi, I'm new and I just want a heads up on how things work here. You can talk to them. There's a lot of opportunity here for here. Help me out, subscribe. You can go to somebody like this and kind of give them encouraging words. But this is where we can grab newcomers to the community and guide them by the hand and show them the right way to connect genuinely with other creators and truly help, so that they in turn start doing the same thing afterwards. So here's Philly Girl. Philly Girl. So hopefully, Izzy, that's an idea for you. That's how I use Reddit, as well as a lot of simple posting. You have to be careful about where you post. You can't just post your videos anywhere. Like, for instance, I did a hotel review, and I posted it in my province. Like, so unlike states in the United States, we have provinces here. Ontario is my province, and I posted a hotel review in the province subreddit, and 2 people came and hammered me right away about free advertising. I said, no, it's not free advertising. I'm a YouTuber, but they looked at it as advertising for the hotel and this and that, and you know, you get hammered for that. So you got to be careful, but there are places where small YouTubers can post. And then Izzy, thank you for asking. So CyberLife does the same thing on Reddit. It's a good idea. There's lots of opportunity out there to help. And like I keep saying, if you give, you will eventually get back. Now, for 10 people that I go out and say encouraging things to, I only expect 3 to come back and care about what I said. And I only expect 1 of them to ever come to Tuber Chat. But that's what it takes. So if you want to promote, you want to get dedicated and loyal supporters, you know how good it feels when somebody comments on something that you've done. And you also know how bad it feels when you put something out and nobody comments on it. So you can imagine what you're doing for somebody, especially when they're new and you're when they look at your channel and they look at theirs that with less than 100 subscribers, they look at you as a big channel. And they're, you know, sometimes happy that you're even paying attention to them. So it's a thought. Mick, for real. So sharing on Reddit is fairly simple. I'll show you how to do it right now. Once you have an account, if you make an account on Reddit, you have to wait a few days before you can post anything. And forgive me, Izzy, I'll get back to your question about the shirt in a second. So all that you do, if you're logged in to Reddit and you already have your account and you've been posting and this and that, then you just click share here, go to Reddit, and hopefully you're a member of a few communities. Like, for instance, TuberChat has a dedicated community. It's called a subreddit. So I type in TuberChat, and I'm already a member, so it comes up right away. Wait for a second for the page to refresh, and it's going to populate with a few extra things here. Now I can add some flair and let everybody know this is a video. You can choose from these things, and then you just click post, and that's it. That's literally all it takes, and it's already there. So when I go back to the subreddit and I look at it, there's the video from Philly Girl that I just posted. And it's that simple. It literally takes seconds. That's why I love it so much. And that's why I made that place, so that you can continue to post your videos and support other creators and find other creators to support you, even when we're not live streaming. So between Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and hopefully I'll expand into more social networks as well, there's lots of opportunity for you to continue to connect with creators all week in between TuberChat live streams. So this is Philly Girl. Philly Girl, yeah, no, yeah, you don't have to tell me if you post Lava House Family, but I was very excited to see you in there. That was a surprise, so I'm happy. Berlinda Engman, thank you for coming back in, and thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, please, if anybody hasn't given us a thumbs up, please do. It really does help. I know on a phone you have to turn the chat off. You don't lose your place, and it only takes a moment, but it really does help, so I'll appreciate it. The McRae Kings, thanks for coming in. Oh, sorry if I haven't welcomed anybody that came into the chat recently. Kabura Gachuhi, thank you for coming back in again. You guys know I get wrapped up in my speeches and don't do a good job of keeping up with the chat, but I appreciate your patience. I appreciate everybody having a good time connecting with each other. And let me spin the wheel while I talk about the shirt. So Izzy, thank you for asking. I have been asked about the shirt that I'm wearing a few times. What I want to do is I will come out with merchandise eventually, but what I'd like to do is come out with something that I know can benefit you as well as me. If you wear a shirt with my logo on it, it's really just benefiting me, and I don't want you to buy a shirt that might end up wearing once or twice and then ends up in a closet gathering dust. What I wish is something that will be functional for you, that you'll be happy that you bought, that you'll not only wear, but eventually wear out. And I will come up with something soon. I've been thinking about it for a long time. When I come out with things that I will sell as merch, they will have always two functions. Yes, it will probably have TuberChat logos on it, but it will be something that you will be able to benefit from in some way. Even if it's just, T-shirts, we benefit from the fact that it's a shirt, but I would like you to have something that you're so happy 6 months from now that you bought, that then, like I said, you'll wear the thing right out and get real value out of it. So I'm thinking about how to do it. Right now, the T-shirt that I wear really only benefits me. If you wear a T-shirt that says TuberChat, I'm the only one who's getting benefit out of that. I would like for you to have something a little more functional. But we'll figure it out. We'll see. Oh, thank you, Hoops Family Network. Yeah, Reddit is still. I don't use Reddit as much as everybody might think that I do, because I talk about it all the time. We just have our subreddit. I post in there, and I post the TuberChat live streams and a few other subreddits where you're allowed, so that we can try to draw in a few people. There might always be somebody in a TuberChat live stream that found us from Reddit. I don't know. I post in as many places as I can. So this is Mr. Joshi. Like I said, another dynamic creator. He's been doing a lot of live streaming, a lot of experimenting. We're waiting for him, hopefully, to get very soon some Niagara Falls videos, because he came and actually he was here with his family, but we met up and did a quick collaboration. Some of you might have seen that on TikTok. And he also was filming that day and has stuff to put together. and then hopefully pretty soon he'll get that out so that we can all enjoy that video from him. And let me spin, and I'll pull another channel up. Beat Next Door. Here we go. This is a channel who's been back with us again and again. It's been a little while, but I'm happy to have you back again today. So thank you very much. You've got a couple of, well, you got one new video for sure. I forget how long it's been since you've been here, probably before 4 weeks. Although I don't feel like I remember this video. I know we connected a long time ago, but I wonder about this. But either way, this a week ago is great. Everybody has something fresh and new to connect with you with, and at only 5 minutes long, it's actually perfect for connecting. Yeah, I don't know if MAH Videos is still here. It's been a while. Might have left about 15 minutes ago. Okay, thank you, my BS Life. Sorry I didn't welcome you when you first came in. I was yapping in the middle of all my speeches that you know I love. But thank you very much. And then Izzy's Life, yeah, hopefully there'll be a chance to collaborate in some way. See, when Mr. Joshi came to Niagara Falls, now he only lives an hour or so away in a different direction than me. I live here with Kristen and Kira, but when Mr. Joshi came down, he was filming for the day and, you know, visiting with his family and stuff like that. But we were able to meet up, so we kind of hung around and had a conversation, which you can imagine, you know, lasted a while because I love to talk, especially about this stuff. But as well, we just did a very simple collaboration that day. We just did a quick mention, which is still like, I have a TikTok account. I don't use it as much as I probably could benefit from, but I do have one. And we did our quick collaboration there where we just talked about YouTube for 20 seconds or whatever it was. But so there's any number of collaborations that people can do. But collaborating with another creator, especially on video, is one of the greatest ways to expand your audience. So for instance, when things open up, our border is not open right now, but when it opens up, if I'm able to go and visit Izzy, or if Izzy's able to come up and visit me, then maybe we're able to do some kind of a collaboration. What that does is introduce me to Izzy's audience and introduce Izzy to my audience. Which are never going to be the same number of people. So I'll show you guys how that works. I'll give you another long speech about this stuff. The 80-20 rule applies to almost every single thing in nature without fail. I'll show you an example. So I have a bigger Facebook presence than most other things. I was on Facebook from the beginning, had many accounts and was doing a lot with that. 90% of the people on Facebook I have met in real life. They're real acquaintances or friends or family, right? I also have a page because I was a DJ for DJ Kevin K. However, for everything I tried for about 10, maybe 15 years, only about 300 of the people, I have about 1,200 or 1,300 on each, only 300 of those people are on both pages, like are on my profile and on my page, if you can imagine. So it's not quite 80-20, but you see what I mean. When you collaborate with other creators, no matter how much you collaborate, only some of their people will come. But still, imagine collaborating with somebody who's powerful like Izzy's Life Vlogs, who's very much loved and well respected in the community. If you can collaborate with somebody like that, you will guaranteed get a few subscribers from them. I do it a little bit with different people right now on live streams and this and that, and hope to do a lot more. And then Sam YTMC3, I just want to make sure that you're connecting with people genuinely, because what we do here is when we connect with other creators, you're supposed to go to their channel, watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful, genuine comment, give them a thumbs up, and if you enjoy them, which I have to say, you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then you come back here and let them know that you've done that. But we got to make sure that everybody who's connecting is also connecting in return. So I'd like to know that that is 100% the case. Maybe I can ask for a quick favor. If anybody has connected with SamYTMC3 in the chat today and has received a full package from them, including a genuine, meaningful comment and a notification about a subscription or anything like that, then I'd love it if anybody would let me know. Mick, for real, you say you keep getting kicked out of some communities that you try to share in because they're already big. Is that on Reddit? Is that what you're talking about? Because Reddit is a really interesting social network. The truth about Reddit, self-promotion is not allowed at all. You're not allowed to post your own videos at all under any circumstance. It's in the terms of service. However, there are many communities like what we've built and the other ones that I showed you today for small YouTubers and stuff like that, where you are encouraged to post. What they wish is that you would go and interact with other people more so. A lot of social networks have the idea that they want you to talk to 10 people, or interact with 10 pieces of content and put up one of your own. Interact with 10, put up one of your own. That's kind of the mentality. That's proper Reddit. They call it Reddicate, but it's etiquette on Reddit, right? So I don't know if that's what you mean, but Reddit can be something else, because if you do something that somebody doesn't like, whether it's right or wrong, whether they're right or wrong, they tend to really hammer you. It's known as a place where when the negativity comes, it comes hard and hits like a hammer. Oh, London Kev, thanks for coming in. Sorry I didn't welcome you earlier. I was in the middle of a speech. Forgive me for that. What we do here is connect with each other. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. You can reach out to anybody at all that you'd like. What we do is mention a channel that you'd like to connect with one by one. Take your time with it. Have fun. Leave a single emoji next to a channel name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them, and you're going to go to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long. Not just a minute of any video, but you have to watch a video in full of at least 1 minute, even if it's only 2 minutes, like this one here I watched of Beat Nick Store a while back. And then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have secured that connection the right way. And then maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they know where to find your comment very easily, and then they can turn around and connect with your channel as well. So that's basically what we're here for. We do a lot of talking about YouTube as well. Sometimes we get into technical details and things like that. Mick, for real, I probably go too far. I appreciate what you're saying, but I just want to make sure, I can't tell you how many logo t-shirts I have that I never actually wear. And while I would love to go and support every creator that ever comes out with the t-shirt, I probably won't. It would cost millions of dollars to buy t-shirts from everybody. So I will come out with merchandise, and it will be for the purpose of, that's a form of monetization. But I just want to make sure that I do the right things, because I always want to be doing things in a positive and encouraging way. I will come up with something that will be helpful or at least fun in some way, more fun than this here, even though this is nice enough. And we'll see. What I'll do is I'll come up with what everybody wants. So as more and more people ask for different things, that's how I'll decide what I come up with for everybody. I've been asked, I don't know if it's 4 or 5 times now, about the t-shirt that I'm wearing, but it's not enough to go ahead with this t-shirt. I'll come up with some ideas. I'll poll everybody. Everybody that wants to help can offer an opinion, and then I'll come out with the right thing so that everybody can be happy, and hopefully it'll benefit. LC Lifestyle, thank you for coming in. Okay. So I should just ask everybody. I know I asked already, but did anybody at all today receive a package from SamYTMC3? If anybody has, just please let me know. If not, if SamYTMC3 let you know that there was a package for you and you didn't get it, I'd love to know that. That's probably the better way of putting it. Georgia Bulldogs just finished lunch. That's great. LC Lifestyle, you're on your way to Master Arts. You're going to have a good time over there. That's a dynamic channel with some great content. And then hopefully I haven't skipped any. Oh, no, I didn't. Carrie Beth is saying I have not. Kira Walton is saying, okay. So, yeah, that's taking care of them. So what I want everybody to understand, I hate when I have to be harsh or stern or anything like that in the chat as far as people connecting. But I want you to know that I absolutely mean what I say when I talk about loyal and dedicated supporters. So what my goal is to protect the chat and make sure that if people come in for sub behavior, whether they mean to or not, it's, you know, some people, they've never heard these speeches from anybody else before. They just maybe don't know about connecting genuinely, or they don't understand the benefits that come from building a real community. But I am going to make sure that that doesn't come in. So if it comes and we catch it, then I will have to make sure that it's not there anymore. So I'm lucky it only happens once in a while. It gets more frequent as Tuber Chat keeps growing, but that way you know that I'm doing everything that I can to make sure that we really do have a loyal and dedicated community of supporters so that your channels can grow on a strong and solid foundation like I keep talking about. Zelda Master John, good to see you back in the house again, so thank you very much. Master Arts. So one of the things that you can do, let me get another channel on the screen while I talk about playlists. One of the things you can do, Master Arts, is reach out to other creators for the purpose of swapping playlists. It's a simple collaboration. All you're agreeing to is you're going to run a playlist of their videos and they're going to run a playlist of your videos. And you can imagine that if you get a lot of creators doing that for you, your hours will really start to add up. And we do it all the time. All of our moderators do it. Lots of channels in the chat are willing to swap playlists. I've swapped playlists with anywhere from 50 to 100 creators by now over the last 6 months. And you're not obligated to watch and like and comment every single video. You can run a playlist while you work, while you sleep, on an extra phone, or you can sit and watch and like and comment if you want to. But the obligation is just to run playlists. And it's a very simple collaboration. Lots and lots of people in the house do it. I talk about playlist swapping all the time. So if you want, if you're willing to do that for people, then just say in the chat, I am willing to swap playlists, and you will find other creators reaching out to you right away to make arrangements to swap playlists with you. And, you know, it still takes a long time, but it is the one thing that we can do to speed things up. And it absolutely works. More importantly than the watch hours is the friendships that start to develop from that kind of collaboration. So for instance, one of the channels in the chat that I talk about all the time is Carrie Beth. Carrie Beth is somebody who's been connected to me almost as long as the Hoops Family Network. I was introduced to her from the Hoops Family Network. And Carrie Beth and I have recently swapped playlists. So now when I'm looking through videos and I see in my subscription feed who has posted, if I only have time to watch 5 videos, but 30 people have posted, who am I going to pick to watch? I'm going to pick the creators who supported me. Some of it may feel out of obligation. It really doesn't matter. But this is what ends up coming from a dedicated and loyal community like I'm talking about. You start to develop friendships, and playlist swapping is a great way to get that started, because most often people will reach out to each other on Instagram or Facebook or somewhere else so that they can talk about it. Sometimes creators insist on proof that you've watched their playlist, and it's easy to send a screenshot on Instagram and let people know that you're watching or you have watched or whatever. But that's an idea. Berlinda Engman, you're welcome. So if anybody wants to, King Art 70, yes, thank you for letting me know you're still here. Ends Life Story, thank you for coming in. This might be your first time with Tuber Chat, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome here. Yes, absolutely. Let's help each other to grow. The way that we do that here, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody is willing to connect. So feel free to reach out to anybody in the chat that you would like to. Take your time, visit everybody one by one, and then you will find yourself meeting new friends and family members in no time. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, but I go over it several times during the live stream as well. Oh, and Dodong Nanby, thank you for coming in. Julie Spear, thank you for coming in as well. I wonder if this is your first time with Tuber Chat. So if it is, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So please feel free to reach out to anybody that you'd like in the chat one by one. Take your time, have fun with it. Leave a single emoji next to somebody's name, like Mishana here. That lets them know that you want to connect. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then always give a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody here at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way, and then maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Oh, Georgia Bulldogs, the red line wasn't showing up on videos you watch because something in the settings was off. Yeah, we could do things like hide our search history, and there's, I don't know, a few different ways that sometimes the lines don't come up, but we can't ever be sure about what YouTube's doing in the background. We all know when you watch your watch hours, you seem to have some taken away. It's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with YouTube. So we can never be sure. So you always want to be doing things the safest. But as long as you're doing what you're supposed to, you're logged in, truly watching videos or truly running them, not with the volume off. The volume has to be at least on number 2. Then you're okay. And then actually, it makes sense. Play those who are helping the channel. That's how you do it. Play those who watch your content first. It's just a natural it's a natural instinct for all of us. If somebody has come to your channel and watched a video and commented, then it makes you want to go to their channel and watch a video and comment. So somebody's come in your live stream, and then you look through your list of how many people are live streaming, you might favor somebody that, well, they were in my live stream yesterday, I should go to theirs today, and that kind of thing. So this is why I love collaborations, and this is why I encourage everybody not just to connect and talk about dancing and leaving packages, but also to have conversation. That's why now you hear me start saying, like, leave a sentence letting them know what video you watched, because that might start a conversation and a friendship might bloom out of that. Swapping playlists is another way. Doing the featured channels collaboration makes sense after you've started to get to know a creator a little bit. And I see it all the time. I'm very happy. Sometimes you go into a live stream, like particularly the Dude Rocks, or there's many other people. Even Mashana was live streaming the other day, and you might find other creators who have connected through Tuber Chat. Now you see everybody out supporting other creators, and you will think, I want that for myself. The best way to get that for yourself is to do it for other people as well. But it seems to work. And then hopefully I haven't missed anything. Music channels in the house today. Cozy Relaxation is our featured channel for today. That seems to be a music channel right now. And if there's any others, you could just reach out. That Blue Moon, you had to make a video to say thank you. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. But thank you for mentioning that. I just made a note of it, so I'll have a look after. There have been a couple of generous creators who have made a couple of videos for us, and I'll just show you for a quick second here, and then I'll spin the wheel and get another channel up here. I'll go back to this. When you go to the front page of Tuber Chat, first of all, you'll see that all the live streams for next week are already scheduled. So hopefully you have your notification bell on, but if not, you can get notified about the individual live streams that you want to make it to. The times will be exactly the same as they were this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But at the bottom of the page, you'll see I have a special shelf just here for what I've called Tuber Chat supporters, and I'll come up with a better name eventually. Georgia Bulldogs made a video just for us. It's basically a 3-minute, testimonial, almost a commercial for Tuber Chat, and it was wonderful. So Georgia Bulldogs inspired me to put that on the front page as a place where, hopefully eventually other creators will do the same thing and we can showcase them there. Then as well, lots of creators do shout out videos. I even do them myself on my personal channel. And here's a bunch of creators who have done shout out videos where they have mentioned Tuber Chat as well. So the Hoops Family Network, Vern's Junk Closet, Yoga with Mo, Shen Zen Zen, Eating with Miss P, Life Thrives 303, and Kristen Welton, of course. So as more of that comes, they'll be added into these sections as well. If you've made a shout out video where you've mentioned Tuber Chat and I don't know about it, then please let me know so that I can make sure you get featured on that in that area. And then you might find a few creators coming by watching your video to support it because they like what you've done. Liz Vlog, thank you for coming in. Always nice to see you. Drone Effects, great to see you. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Is this your first time with Tuber Chat? I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. So feel free to reach out to everybody in the chat. I see you're already connecting, but take your time, have fun with it, and you'll find some new friends and family members in no time. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, and then I go over it once in a while as well. So here's Shattered Soul. This is another channel that's back with us again and again. And as we grow and as we follow more and more channels, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you can spend here at Tuber Chat and again on my personal channel, which I'll leave messages once in a while in the chat. As a reminder, I'm going to be going live on my personal channel, walking around my hometown of Niagara Falls, Canada, which it happens to be a tourist town. We'll go into the tourist area and see what's happening down there. Should be interesting to look at. The weather looks fairly nice today. Okay, Mr. Joshi, let me know if you can't find Drone Effects after another couple minutes. Give a try to searching, sometimes with quotes. Make sure you click that filter that makes it only channels and that kind of stuff. If you have trouble, I'll get a link. Georgia Bulldogs will get back to anybody that wants to connect with them. Georgia Bulldogs is a loyal and dedicated supporter who comes actually continues to support over and over and over, not only Tuber Chat, my channel, as well as Kristen, as well as Kira, but they are also putting out a lot of content as well. Lots of stuff for everybody to see when you connect with Georgia Bulldogs. Hopefully Nightbot is still on the case, dropping links once in a while for a couple of channels we have trouble finding. Georgia Bulldogs there. Yep, Nightbot's still on it. Lightworth Studios. I wonder if Lightworth is still with us. Yeah, maybe. Looks like it. Oh, okay, Mr. Joshi, you found him. Good. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a second. You got to put maybe quotes around the name, or you got to click that filter when you're searching to go to channels only instead of channels and videos. Let me spin, and then I'll think about adding another couple of names to the wheel. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you give a thumbs up. It always helps. I know if we're on a phone, we have to shut the chat off for a second. You don't lose your place, and it only takes a moment, but it does benefit the stream, of course, because I've got Nightbot dropping your link every once in a while there, Lightwear Studios. So while you're here, I'll just make sure it stays on it for a little while until we have an easier time finding you. As your channel grows and as you get more and more subscribers, I know you've heard me say this over and over again, but your channel will get farther and farther up the search results until eventually you're up at the top. And then you won't have to worry about that anymore. Sajay Comedy and Vlogs, new here. Thank you very much for coming in. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect with you, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. Like in Rachel's place here, she was our featured channel from Saturday, as a matter of fact. And then the way that we connect is you leave a single emoji next to somebody's name here in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them and you're headed to their channel. Then when you get there, you watch a short, at least 1 minute long, so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of full sentences that you watch so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters, and then give the creator a thumbs up. Of course, we should always be doing that for each other. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way. And then leave maybe a sentence about the video that you watch so that they can turn around and find your comment easily. And then they can do the same thing for your channel. Oh, Mr. Joshi, yeah, if you're connecting with Georgia Bulldogs, they'll have a... Oh, actually, no, sorry. Georgia Bulldogs said they will get back to people afterwards. But Georgia Bulldogs is a loyal and dedicated supporter who's been with Tuber Chat ever since they found us for probably every single live stream, and 100% you can count on them to connect. So there's somebody you might want to be connected with. They continue to support all of us over and over and over again. There's somebody I'm very happy to have met, not to mention extremely generous in the different collaborations that they've done with and for Tuber Chat. The other thing I should mention, again, I talk about this sometimes, an easy collaboration that creators can do with each other. Everybody can do this with their channel. You have to do it with a computer, not with a phone, is the featured channels collaboration, like in Rachel's Place has got going on here with a couple of familiar channels, including K. Renee, Just Living Life, Carrie Beth, and Tuber Chat. We also feature in Rachel's Place, of course, and what this does is when you're featuring channels on your front page, you are basically saying to your audience and to the YouTube algorithms that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audiences that you are worthy of being featured by them. You can imagine the impact that this has on both your audiences and the YouTube algorithm. So it's a wonderful collaboration. So if you have featured Tuber Chat or my personal channel, Kevin K, on your front page, please make sure I know about it so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. I'll leave messages from my personal channel in the chat occasionally in case you want to connect with me over there. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. And then I'll think about adding a couple more channels to the wheel. Lava House family, are you still with us? Maybe not, eh? If they come back, we'll get them up. But if not, let me see who is here. Lava House family, if you're here, just say anything so I know. Same for Bluefies and same for Travel Around. See, one of the things... I can't expect everybody to be here for 3 hours every time. It's just convenient for me to stream at this time, and I understand that. But what I do is if you're still here when your name comes up, then I put your name up on the screen, but these guys might have already gone. Elite Gamers Club, thanks for coming in. This must be your first time with Tuber Chat, so thank you very much for visiting. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so you can reach out to anybody that you'd like to. One at a time, of course. Take your time with it. Have fun. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, but I go over it once in a while as well. And then Travel Around is still here. So I don't think Bluefeast or Lava House Family are here. So I'm just going to put your channel up and we'll have a look at it right now. Forgive me for not spinning the wheel. And I'll think about whether I'm going to add any more names to the wheel. Oh, I'll leave it there just in case they're here. So Travel Around. Let's see what you got going on. You got a your layout on your front page is cool. This I have to do on my personal channel. I haven't done this yet. This is one way. Once you start having lots and lots of videos, like let's say 50 or 100 videos, and it gets too much to have different shelves on your front page, you could do this. You can make one shelf with 5 playlists, excuse me, which is fantastic because you're featuring even more videos for people to find. It's a great way to organize the channel. Oh, thank you sincerely, Lucy. She's been probably running us the whole time. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That just goes back to what I'm saying. Like, you know, whether she's running it the whole time, she says still here. So yeah, she's been running it the whole time. This is what I mean about the kind of creators who continue to support. You don't have to be there for everybody every moment, but when you can, yes, like the last live stream that I watch every day before, you know, it's time for me to wrap up and go to bed and stuff like that, I let that live stream run. Of course, why wouldn't I? The best thing you could do is right before you're about to leave, give them like one more comment, one more thumbs up in the chat so that it's active and they get full credit for the time you've spent there. But it's wonderful when you can do that for people. Leave things running even if you're not able to pay attention. It's always good to let them know that you're letting it run so that they're not asking you questions or trying to engage with you if they know you're not right beside. But it's a wonderful thing that people can do. The Essence of Sonia. Let me see what I'm going to do here. Mr. Joshi, we looked at. Mishana, we looked at. The Essence of Sonia. You've been here the whole time. Mick, for real. I really appreciate all the time everybody does spend with us, of course. Nightbot's not going on the wheel. Doesn't matter how many messages they leave. Did we look at Princess Lizzie already? I don't think we did. Lightworth Studios. Looked at Shattered Soul. Correct Code 6. Did we look at Correct Code 6 today? I remember when I pull it up. Berlinda Engman. Izzy's Life. Holy smokes. Oh, Carrie Beth, thank you very much for the time you spent. I really appreciate it. Carrie's a wonderful creator and somebody who you're going to hopefully want to be connected with. If you haven't already, please connect with her. I'm sure she'll get back to you if you mention you were here at Tuber Chat. But thank you, Carrie, very much. Let me spin. We'll get another channel up. Izzy's Life. This is a creator I've been connected to for months and months, both on my personal channel and on Tuber Chat here now as well. Izzy's Life Vlogs, very aggressively growing his channel. He does these motivational Mondays, as you can see, as well as a lot more posting. He does the featured channels collaboration and is willing to swap playlists with people as well. So I hope you'll connect with Izzy's Life Vlogs. He's always positive and motivating and inspirational. And just making sure I haven't missed anything. Okay. Pardon me, I'm just looking at a couple of messages there for a quick second. Georgia Bulldogs, you watch people's live streams, say one thing and tell them you're leaving it running so you can help them with their watch hours while you play Fortnite. See, that's great if you can, yeah. And then whenever we're doing that, wherever possible, once in a while, you just want to drop another comment in the chat. Doesn't matter what it is. You can even leave a single, thumbs up emoji or something like that, and it just makes sure that it's active. Whenever we're in a live stream, we always want to try to be giving the creator at least 15 minutes so that they get the full credit. So if you have to let it run, it's good to let them know that you're doing that, and then just drop a comment if you can, if you're passing by whatever device you're running it on, or if you've got it beside you. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody was asking questions, pardon me for a second. I'm going to leave you with Izzy, and I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to put another name on the wheel. Put another channel on the screen from the wheel. And I'll be back in another moment. Oh. Okay, pardon me. Bluefies isn't here. I don't think Lava House Family. Oh, Lava House Family is here. Thank you, London Kev. And pardon me, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm just taking care of something outside here. I'll leave you with the Essence of Sonia, who's another previously featured channel. And hopefully everybody will connect with her. And I'll be right back again. Okay, forgive me, everybody. I'm back. What on earth did I just walk into? Lightworth Studios, is it true once you hit 100, it's all downhill? I don't know about that. I would think there's nowhere to go but up. As far as I can see, 100 is a really magic number. I'll tell you a quick story. I'll get another channel up on the screen. I'll tell you this story. So for those of you who don't already know, I'm a professional channel manager. This is how I got my start on YouTube about 4 years ago. And one of the channels that I manage, the biggest one that I manage now, has 7,500 subscribers. It's bringing in lots and lots of money. But the funny thing is, right when it was time to get the 100th subscriber on that channel, it's not my channel, it's my friend's channel, he literally had to sit on the phone for half an hour with somebody he's known for, I don't know if it's 15 or 20 years, to get them to finally be the 100th subscriber. Now, it's much easier than that these days, because this community that we're talking about didn't exist 4 years ago. This was just invented less than 2 years ago, where YouTube put in the restrictions of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So this didn't exist. There wasn't places, unless you were doing true sub for sub behavior, and you'd have to go and meet with people on Instagram and then go to their channels and stuff. And I never partook of any of that behavior, and I have horrible stories about that from other people as well. But it's much easier now. Thank you, LC, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. You know, it's a struggle for a lot of people. I'm very lucky because I have an unbelievably supportive family where they either are encouraging or supportive, or they just leave the whole thing alone and don't discourage me ever for anything, right? And I know that it's different for a lot of creators out there where you might have, I'm also older than, you know, most people or whatever. I'm well into my 40s. But when sometimes you have creators that just don't seem to get support from anybody. Like, for instance, the biggest channel that I manage, people tell them to quit all the time. It's made over $3,000 this month, if you can imagine, with only 7,500 subscribers. Now, that includes AdSense, Super Chats, and Amazon affiliate money as well. What it doesn't include is sponsorships, which are coming in left and right now for product reviews and things like this. And all of his best friends still tell him to quit. What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? I don't know how many people here in the chat would like to be making $3,000 a month with 7,500 subscribers. But first of all, if that's what you want, I know how to do that. Secondly, don't you think it's ridiculous that people will be telling somebody to quit when they're making that much just off of YouTube? And it doesn't take any more it doesn't take any more work than we're already doing. We started by filming the work we were already doing. Now it's expanded and this and that, but it's really not that hard. So don't get me wrong, YouTube is hard work, but I promise you, the videos that are the biggest on that channel, the channel's called Jeff Lepard, by the way. So the biggest videos on that channel now have, I think, 200,000 views. There are many videos with over 100,000 views. They were all shot on an iPhone SE. This is the original one, not the new one. This phone is 5 years old or something like that or whatever. It shoots 4K, which is great and fine and all that. And it's fine that I'm, you know, okay at editing, but I promise I'm not using any quick tricks. We made some of those videos with iMovie that came, you know, I'm lucky to have a Mac. But anyway, I know I'm getting into a really long speech here, but I just want to try to encourage everybody by saying, like, especially when you hit the first 100, it's easier than ever. It's getting easier by the day. And I don't just mean easier. There's work to it and you have to be dedicated in this and that, but you can do it faster. So I made 1,000 subscribers in about 3 months, basically. Excuse me. And that story's at the beginning of this if you want to go back and watch a replay. Oh, Jeff's here. That's so funny. I had no idea that Jeff was even in here right now. He just happened to send me a message. I'm just yapping about your channel here right now. But that's Jeff Lepard right there for anybody that wants to connect with him. And I told him about my mod situation the other day. Let me get to the other account and I can mod you. If anybody wants to connect with Jeff, and then you can see his the channel that I'm talking about. He has 2 channels that I manage. His work, we separated into a work channel when it was time as well. Add moderator. There we are. So Jeff is now blue. So if anybody wants to connect with him, it's just, I don't know, maybe his ears were ringing or something because I happen to be telling the story. But this is what I'm talking about. I believe our total this month is 3,700 Canadian dollars. And if I'm right, the calculation should have that still making 3,000 US. So absolutely, King Art 70, some of those friends are jealous. Some have been telling him to quit ever since the beginning. Some get even worse, even more so. You know, I don't know how many people are lucky enough to be making more than that in their full-time job wouldn't take home. Now, there's taxes to be considered, and there's other things to be considered, but that's the actual like income, let's just say. And I tell these stories because I want you to see what's possible. Not that everybody wants monetization, not that anybody even cares or needs $3,000 a month or $300 a month or even $30 a month. But if you do, that's what's possible. And this is what inspired, like I said, the creation of Tuber Chat, why I wanted to do this, so that I can help everybody the way I was helped when I started, but it's even easier now. We can get people over 100 subscribers. If somebody comes in here with 80 subscribers, we can push them over the 100 that day within 2 hours or less. When I had 946 subscribers or something like that on my personal channel, I went into Happy Lux, and Yasmin Wu and Happy Lux and a few other people got me 70 subscribers in an hour and a half, if you could believe it. And now this is the kind of thing we're able to do. That was months ago. And Tuber Chat has, you know, is starting to build that kind of stuff. Yeah, there you go. Now, Jeff owns a business. He owns a small construction company. This is where I work 3 days a week. When I was telling the other story at the beginning of the live stream, I work with Jeff Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's why we're not on thing. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean to skip over. Oh, I haven't been on that channel yet. Sorry, Hoops Family Network was just letting me know something as well. So I just got that message. So they're on the wheel, but I did recently see them. I took them off because I didn't think they were here, but I saw them back in. So they're on the wheel now. When it comes up, I'll absolutely put that channel up. Underlined like up on your own channel. I don't know quite what you mean by that, London Kev. Can you explain how you put an underlined like up on your own channel? And London Kev, that's Jeff that I was talking about. He happened to, I don't know how, he happened to just come into the chat right while I was telling the story about his channel. Yeah, forgive me. I don't know what you mean by an underlined like. Lightworth Studios, yes. So, you know, 3,000 a month. Now, I'm not saying every channel is going to make 3,000 a month. Jeff, you know, has been at it for a while. There's a little bit of reason why it happens and stuff. Some is luck. What I tell people all the time is you want your channel to be built on a strong and solid foundation like we're talking about here, so that when luck comes by your channel, it can pick you up and start to take you away. This even happened for me recently. I didn't start working on my channel very seriously until less than a year ago. And on my personal channel, now I've had a live stream that got 20,000 views within the first day. And now I have another video that's got well over 20,000 views. But if the channel was not already set up with consistent content before that, and I promise my videos are no better than anybody else's, luck came by and was able to start taking it away. And, you know, now that's helping, and now I'm monetized and everything else. And this is what I wish for everybody. We can make it easier on everybody, especially now when we're talking about all of this. Oh, thank you, Bishana. This is when we're talking about a community of dedicated and loyal supporters. you can see how much easier this is all going to be with everybody supporting each other. You know, when you have people who are going to come to your channel, not only in the coming days, but weeks, months, and hopefully years, and actually watch your videos, or at least run them, let the ads run, not skip them and that kind of stuff, and all the other good stuff that comes from all of this. Anyway, let me spin the wheel. That was this is correct code 6. I'll spin the wheel in another second. I want to leave them for us to look at for a second. I got caught up yapping and I left the chat on for a bit. Izzy's Life, trying to get to 600 soon. I'm sure you're going to get there. Jazzy Nicole, thank you for coming in. It's great to see everybody connecting with each other. So, Lightworth Studios. The other thing, I don't want to keep going on about it, but the other thing I was going to say about that. So, for instance, the goal, like you notice I said I work full time. I'm lucky because half of my full-time job is doing YouTube, not just for Jeff, but like I run a few channels for a few people, as well as my own channels, right? And some other digital stuff. I've been a digital marketing guy forever and websites and everything else. But so that's lucky. But I'm not trying to stop working. I'm not building YouTube so that I can make money and then not have to work anymore. The idea is I'm still going to work and I'm going to do YouTube because this is all I want to do anyway. I love this stuff. I love what we're doing. And I'd rather be doing this than almost anything else. So as monetization comes in, you're able to build a business if that's what you want, or at least finance if that's what you want, while you have fun and while you create things and put work out into the world and contribute and stuff like that. But the idea then is not to quit working. The idea is to still work because, yes, having $3,000 a month plus your full-time income is sick. Doesn't matter to me who you are. That Blue Moon, you're working to grow, but it looks like you're doing just fine. Angel's Army, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in again. You're never late. We're lucky. Tuber Chat seems to be running well over 2 hours these days. So we're doing just fine. Everybody's having a good time connecting with each other. And let me spin the wheel. And now I'll pull another channel up. There we go, Lava House Family. So we're going to have a look at what they've got going on for us today. I thought I just connected to Lava House Family. I thought I connected to you from watching a video on the watch later list. I just connected to you. So this is what I'm talking about. I did a live stream on my personal channel last week going over this. YouTube has got something going on lately, not just glitching, but it purges once in a while. This is why we have to be careful about making sure our connections are always strong and solid. We're doing it by following the procedure that I keep talking about all the time. Ace Fly, thanks for coming in, by the way. As most of you have seen, when I get a new connection, what I do is I tell the creator I'm going to add one of their videos into my watch later list. I will watch that video in full, leave a meaningful comment, give a like, and then make sure that the connection is solid. I'm going to show you something right now. So when you look here, there's my comment right there. This is a very entertaining list of things to do. Keep up the great job you're doing here. And a reply from them. It is. Oh, and now, never mind. Now it says subscribed. Okay, I'm going off on a long speech for no reason. Okay, it does say subscribed. I don't know why it just looked like that. Did you see that? We just saw a second ago when I came to this channel, the button was red, and I did not click it. So YouTube's got some serious glitching as well as purging going on. So that's something else. Who's that? Hoops Family Network. Who says they lost everybody that came to them? Yeah, Julie Spear. That was something else. We just saw it. Anyway, you see how freaked out I got by it too. And this is what's going to happen to everybody, unfortunately. So we just got to help everybody understand there are glitches and there are purges in YouTube that we can't control that cause some of these things to happen. Now, luckily, this connection is still there. And you see the video I watched, the comment that I left, the reply that they gave, and everything else. Oh, Lava House. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what's happening with their channel. Maybe because they're aggressively trying to grow right now. I don't know if that's it. It doesn't make sense. So that's unfortunate. Now, hopefully that's not the case, because we see the connection is still there. Tuber Chat is still subscribed. It's just that for a second it looked red. No, people, well, okay, that's unfortunate. So people don't often unsubscribe. Sometimes we think that. We think that, like, let's say you come to a growth stream. Hopefully this doesn't happen in Tuber Chat. It's Fifi777. Thanks for coming in. That's a feature channel for next weekend. Sometimes when you go on a growth stream, you might pick up 10 or 20 new family members and then find that half of them are gone the next day. It's not necessarily because they unsubscribed. I think that almost never happens. I think it does, but I think it's very rare. Usually what happens is one of the two people has not fulfilled the entire connection. That's why you always have to be doing your part perfectly, so that if the other person doesn't, it comes back. Now, the other thing too is, let's say, like, for instance, a channel like this, Lava House Family, has 1.7 thousand subscribers. So if YouTube all of a sudden takes away, let's say, 20 subscribers, it may not necessarily be the 20 subscribers that they just added in the last day or two. It might be 20 subscribers from 6 months ago that aren't watching videos anymore. YouTube does that all the time. If you have a connection and you've met somebody, but then you don't ever go back and watch any of their videos, they never go back to your channel, YouTube can purge that connection. There are lots of different reasons for YouTube purging. We'll never get a straight answer until one of us becomes a Google it engineer and works actually on the algorithms. And even then, I don't know how much I'd ever trust if I met one. But these are the problems that we have. That's why I did a video last week on my personal channel. I did a short live stream talking about this, because it's not that people unsubscribe. Tuber Chat wouldn't be able to be growing the way that it is if that was happening. We see the relationships when you guys are out in other people's live streams, especially when you run into me. But when everybody runs into each other, you can see and feel the support that everybody's giving. So it's unfortunate when some of this stuff happens. Jeff, are you going to do a work stream today? You were talking about maybe doing it. And let me spin. I'll pull another channel up. But you see what happened there? It looked like it was not subscribed, and then when I clicked in, it did show that it was subscribed. So I think that's just literally a glitch. That's the clearest form of a glitch I've been able to show here on the Tuber Chat live streams. Berlinda Engman, this is a channel that comes back to us time and time again. Just looking at something in another window here. If anybody hasn't thumbs up, I hope that you will. I know on a phone you have to shut the chat off for a quick second, and you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, but I'll appreciate it if you do. I've just got to address something here quickly. And then Yeah, like I'm saying, Berlinda Engman is another channel that's come back again and again. Georgia Bulldogs might be. Oh, Nightbot. Okay, let me see if I can get Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, Nightbot is putting the link for Georgia Bulldogs, but not often. I only have it set to go every once in a while. Copy link location. Maybe this is it. There's Georgia Bulldogs link right there. Business Basics, great to have you back. Thank you very much for coming in. Have you been here with Tuber Chat before? Forgive me for not remembering or for have seen you outside in other live streams. I forget if this is your first time, so forgive me. But yes, we absolutely connect genuinely. Everybody in the house is willing to connect. They're all dynamic creators. And please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody at all. Best idea is always to go first. Don't wait for anybody to come to you. Leave a single emoji next to somebody's name. Visit their channel. Watch a short video in full of at least a minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of full sentences. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then if you enjoy their content, you subscribe. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way. Then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And you'll meet some new friends and family members in no time. Please take your time. Have fun with it. Just go one at a time. There's Princess Lizzie. She's back with us again and again. I wonder if we looked at her channel already today. It's possible. The days get away from me. Oh, first time being in here, Business Basics? Okay, I'm sure I saw you outside. Yeah, the good thing that you'll find about Tuber Chat, as I put channels on the screen and as I talk about people in the chat, and as you watch the conversations that people have, you'll see we have a dedicated community of loyal and dedicated supporters, so that you can build your channel on a strong and solid foundation. You'll find friends and family members that will continue to come back to your channel, not only in the coming days, but hopefully weeks and months, and then eventually years as well, to give you likes, comments, views, visit your live streams, and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers. But it seems to be working out fantastically, and I'm sure you'll get that feeling shortly. Okay, let's spin. I'll pull another channel up. I don't know if Princess Lizzie's still here. Mick for real? I'm 99. Yeah, you're right there. Of course you're still here. There's Mick for real. We've seen this channel several times. This is a new video that you've put. I watched this one. See here on the front page, it doesn't show the red lines either, but when I go into videos, you'll see there's the red line from the video that we connected with, right? When I have a new connection, I often put their video in the watch later list so that I can go back over to watch later list, watch the video, comment, like, and all that other stuff to make sure that the subscription sticks. But this is Mick for real, so it's great to have you back, and especially so active in the chat today. I'm glad to see everybody connecting, meeting new friends and family members. Oh, Georgia Bulldogs found a way to edit a video on an Xbox even if you filmed it on your phone. That would be a great tutorial if you could do that, if you have the ability, because that's really interesting. A lot of people search for how to record on Xbox and on PlayStation, this and that. I do some gameplay stuff that I use for other channels just to flush them with content sometimes. So I use gameplay videos, and I have learned how to record gameplay and then dump it to a USB drive and then edit by taking it onto the computer and using it there. But if you have a way to edit videos on the Xbox, like put video on the Xbox, use it to edit, and then export, that'd be really interesting. I think that's something you'd get a lot of interest in. Pardon me for 1 second, everybody. All right, we're still here. Oh, pardon me for 1 second. Lench Mistura, thank you for coming in. This must be your first time with Tuber Chat, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody at all that you would like, and feel free to connect with anybody in the chat at all. We're all here for the same thing. The way that we do that, the instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, but I will go over it once in a while. So you leave a single emoji next to somebody's name. That lets them know you want to connect. Then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least a minute long. Then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long, and give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then you subscribe to them if you enjoy their content. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here, leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way, and then maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they know how to find your comment very easily, and then they could turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And then pardon me for one more second. Oh, it's okay. I just need to know. Thank you. Len and Kev, well, it's nice of you to say that. I appreciate those kind words. I hope to always seem friendly and warm and inviting and charming and all that good stuff. Occasionally, once in a while, we'll get somebody that walks in, you know, doing sub for sub and this and that, and then I have to change and put on my wheel of doom face, and we have to be stern and strong. But for the most part, you know, one of the things I talk about all the time is I really enjoy the friendships that are coming out of this. Oh, thank you, Flying High Ireland. Flying High Ireland, UK. Next weekend, the live streams will be at the same times as they were this weekend, but I will probably change them the week after. So I appreciate you trying to come and visit. I know not everybody can make it. I try to move them around for that reason. Okay, thank you very much, that Blue Moon. I really appreciate it. I will go to your channel, and I will make sure that you're, I think I already featured you on our page, but I will go and look for the video you're talking about. Ace Flaw, thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. And then Len and Kev, I was just saying, like, one of the things I really enjoy more than anything is the friendships that evolve from here. I've got a lot of creators that come through Tuber Chat. I've met a lot in the last 6 months before Tuber Chat, really. And then with the start of the live streams we're doing here, you know, a lot of creators have started to reach out. I've had a lot of conversations. I've had conversations of some sort, even though they're short, maybe, with every creator that's been featured, for instance. So for today, Cozy Relaxation. Before that, Just Living Life. Before that, In Rachel's Place. And who was our featured channel from Friday? Why can't I remember? Anyway, we're on episode number 43 now of Tuber Chat, which means I've featured 43 channels. And as a minimum, those channels have all had at least conversations outside of YouTube. Not to mention, I've got lots of creators that I talk to on the phone now. We talk about this stuff all the time. We share information, in some ways collaborate, and things like that. And I really love all that stuff. Thank you, that Blue Moon. And then King Art 70 is still here. Let's pull King Art 70's channel up, because King Art 70, I think, has been here the whole time. And I'll put, just because I said that, I'll put King Art 70. I'll put Lightworth Studios right after, who's also been here the whole time. Yes, especially in times like this, making friends is awesome. It certainly is. I haven't had a network like this. Like even with Facebook, MySpace, I was on before that, and things like that. I never got into Snapchat, and I really haven't started with TikTok very much. I'm always on them, like, so I know what they are because I am a social media guy, but I don't engage with Snapchat or TikTok very much. But with any other network, I've never connected with people truly, and even outside, offline, the way that I have, like we've been here in Tuber Chat. So King Art 70, I'm so sorry because I was talking about your channel earlier and I was mistaking your channel for something else just because your name is King Art 70. There was another channel I connected with this weekend that was doing art as in drawing. So this is the channel we would have connected with a week ago or however long ago it actually was. And the red line is not for not having watched the full video. That's for sometimes I comment and like, if I don't have any time, I will go through all my watch later videos and I will comment and like them. And then I will go back and let the whole thing run so that they get the watch time. Other times I will let the whole thing run to make sure it's done, but then I'll go back and rifle through commenting, or if I watch the video, actually watch the whole thing and then go back and comment. But I'm sorry, I mistook your channel for somebody else when I was talking about you earlier, but I'm glad that we have a chance to look at your channel right now, especially when we're talking about a lot of dynamic content that you've got here. Not to mention available on Twitter and Facebook. Don't spam. You're absolutely right about that. Don't do sub for sub, that's for sure. So there's a lot to be learned from this channel as well. So I'm glad we got a chance to put you on the screen today. I put you up earlier today, Gene, and I already put your channel on the screen today. Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs, that's kind of true, right? Like, so I'm glad to see a lot of people have maximized the time that they've had over the last several months while the world's been in complete disarray to focus on YouTube channels if that's what they've started. But you're right, there could be a lot of other boredom and stuff like this, but I'm glad that a lot of us are creating as much as we can. So it's great. Thank you, King Art 70. This is what I mean about as well with Tuber Chat. I like putting channels on the screen because as time goes on, I get to know the channels and eventually hopefully get to know the creators as well, so that when you're here, I can feature you better and tell more stories and get deeper into your channel and what you're doing. And hopefully by me relaying that kind of conversation in the live stream, everybody in the chat will then feel even more so that they want to connect with you, especially as these stories keep growing. You hear the way I talk about a lot of different creators who've been with me for months. Hopefully you will be too. And then a couple months from now, the stories will change and get deeper and, stuff. So business basics, you're a high school teacher. So creating a YouTube channel has helped you prepare for the fall, prepare online videos and lessons. That's great. That's great stuff. Because as a teacher, people naturally probably gravitate towards you for the purpose of learning. So if you're doing things that are online available for people to learn from, then hopefully you're having the impact that you want to. I imagine that you are. But it's great to hear that. I hope everybody has the respect for teachers that I think everybody should. We all have to go to school and we all have to learn, but these people end up being a very big part of our lives. And I remember stories. I tell stories now. I'm well into my 40s and I still talk about high school when I describe some of the things that I learned. Not so much grade school, but that comes up too. Lightworth Studios is still going to try to post 3 times a week. London Kev is asking how often do we go live? So on Tuber Chat, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with the only exception being if I have a family event. So family is number one to me, of course. I really love spending time with my family. So if we have a birthday or a celebration of any kind that needs to be done, I will take the day off. I've only had to do it once so far. Otherwise, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the live streams are always here on Tuber Chat, but the times change. And I move them around so that we can meet different people around the world and give lots of other people opportunity to come in so that our channels really are built on a strong and solid foundation. I always want you to have a lot of new people to meet when you come in, as well as you can conversate and get along with all the people we've already met. Oh, Jaden, let's do a raid. I'm curious who you're going to tell me you want to raid, because I already have a raid in mind, but I'd love to know what you're talking about right now. I'm curious. I already made an arrangement for raiding, but I already mentioned that at the beginning of the stream too, so we'll see. But who would you like to raid, Jaden? So Lightworth Studios, I'm glad we're having another look at your channel as well. With 91 subscribers, I would have loved to be there for your 100th, but I have a feeling you're going to have that by the time we get back to Tuber Chat next Friday. Georgia Bulldogs needs to bulk film soon. Yes, as much as you can. I'm way behind. I am way, way, way behind. I should remind everybody, though, I am going live on my personal channel in just over an hour from now. So we will keep Tuber Chat going for another few minutes here. And I am going to do a raid afterwards so that everybody can keep connecting. But I'm not wrapping it up just yet. And then a little over an hour from now, I'm going to go live on my personal channel. I should put the link in the... I'll put at least a message in the chat if you want to connect with me over there. I live in Niagara Falls, Canada, with Kristen Welton and Kira Welton, who are in the chat. Kristen is my girlfriend. Kira is her daughter. But we're lucky enough to live in... I'm just addressing something here. We live in Niagara Falls, Canada, which is a wonderful... there's a big tourist area. So today, Jaden, I'm not going to raid James Skype because I've got another channel that I already promised to raid for today. But we have raided him before, and I will do it again another time. DJ Bless, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I wonder if this is your first time with Tuber Chat. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, a lot of dedicated, loyal supporters. You'll find yourself meeting new friends and family members in no time if that's what you want. Please don't be shy. Don't wait for anybody to come to you. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. But that's okay, Jaden. James Skype has a great channel where he allows people to connect. It's a growth stream similar to Tuber Chat. He's been doing it a long, long time. It's a great stream over there. So that is a channel that anybody could look at, and he has been in here once or twice. But I already arranged a raid for today, so I'm just going to follow through on my promise there, hopefully. Still new, first time in your live stream, yes. But thank you, DJ Bless. So like I said, reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen, but I go over it pretty often. So thank you, Lightworth Studios. No sweat. What should I do here then? Zelda Master John. I don't know if I welcomed you when you came in. Forgive me. I think so. This is what I mean by the days getting away from me. I can't remember. Because Zelda Master John's here for every live stream now. Just addressing something there. And I was waiting for a very important message too, and it hasn't come through yet. Let me see what we're doing here. Correct code 6, King Arthani, Jaden. Let's get Zelda Master John up here. We'll have a look at your channel. Brampton here. Yeah, that's true, actually. And yeah, so pretty close. I'm going out to Niagara Falls in an hour. I'm going to do an outdoor live stream. I've done that a few times so far. I try to go to a different area every time. Oh, DJ Bless. Okay, I meant to put Zelda Master John up, but that's okay. We're having a look at your channel now. So that's nice. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. That's great. So since you're a new connection for Tuber Chat, what I'm going to do is take your latest video here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will watch that video in full when I go through my watch later list sometime in the next few days. It may not be today. And then I will leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up. I will subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. We always want to be doing it the right way. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat now and you have the notification bell on. We stream every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. And then thank you very much, Georgia Bulldogs. And if you can make it, that'll be great. I'll appreciate it. Yeah, Zelda Master Giants. From copying and pasting, I must have done something. You're welcome, Berlinda Engman. Thank you very much. I'm glad we got a chance to have a look at your channel again today. There's Zelda Master John. This is another dynamic creator who's generous in that they're willing to swap playlists. They do the feature channels collaboration as well. So, yeah, Zelda Master John, this is one of the creators. When I talk about the idea of like, friendships building and relationships and stuff like that, Zelda Master John and I now have had a couple of, we talk offline about YouTube and things like that, sharing information, sharing ideas so that hopefully we can both learn from each other and be inspired and motivated and all that good stuff. And this is what I like about all this, all the things that we're doing here. If you haven't already followed, so Tuber Chat is available on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And what I do is I feature a channel every single day that we do a live stream. And then I post something about, like I post the thumbnail or a graphic that contains that creator, and I tag them, whether it's Twitter or Instagram or whatever, so that you can continue to find quality creators. Every creator that I've featured has shown generosity in some form since they've been coming into Tuber Chat, whether it's the featured channels collaboration or playlist swapping or offering to help other creators in other ways. It's Fifi777, for instance, who's with us now, will be featured next weekend. Georgia Bulldogs has been a featured channel. Zelda Master John has been a featured channel. And the way that I pick is basically I will soon be exclusively picking just from the email list at tuberchat.com. So anybody can sign up there. It's just me, the emails there. I haven't even started yet, but I will soon be sending emails, not more than once a week, probably more like once a month, that will talk about the things we're doing so that you can find other creators even when we're not live streaming. For instance, on Reddit, we have a subreddit dedicated to small YouTubers who can post any videos there or milestones or ask for advice and make collaborations. We have a dedicated thread for playlist swapping if you want to do that with people. If you need watch hours or know anybody who does, lots of people in the chat swap playlists, including all of our moderators and myself. And then we have a Twitter list for anybody that's tweeted or retweeted us. And pardon me for one more. Thank you. So we want to make sure, I want to make sure that you have lots of ways to continue connecting with people while I can't be here. Tuber Chat is only here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But by the time, now we're on Monday, by the time we're done here, hopefully you'll come visit me on my personal channel if you can for the live stream I'm going to do. It'll be different. I'm outdoors and walking around and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool. I live in a wonderful tourist town. So there should be a lot of activity and a lot of people around, even though it's Monday. And then we will be back to Tuber Chat live streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All of next week's streams are already scheduled. Hopefully you have the notification bell on, but if not, you can go to the front page and get notified about each individual live stream if you'd like to. Yeah, collaborating with other creators is always a great idea. You won't believe the ideas that come up just from learning from each other. Cicely Monet, thank you for coming in. I forget if this is your first time with Tuber Chat or if we've seen you before, so forgive me for that. But if it is your first time, I hope you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and hopefully you will meet some new friends and family members in no time. The instructions are at the bottom of the screen, but it's fairly simple. We just individually reach out to each creator one by one. Leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them and that you're going to visit their channel. Then you watch a short video from that creator in full of at least 1 minute long. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment of a couple of sentences long so it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give the creator a thumbs up always, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then hopefully if you enjoy their content, you'll subscribe and then come back into the chat here. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, of course. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know you've secured that connection the right way, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel, especially if you leave a little sentence about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment right away and get it done quickly for you. It's great to see that Zelda Master John is on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and has another YouTube link there. And I'm glad everybody's had a good time connecting with each other so far. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And if everybody would head over to the link I'm going to share and just say Tuber Chat Raid on your way over there. And that will let them know that you came from here. I'll appreciate it. And then we can all keep connecting over there with Life Through Our Eyes 303. I appreciate everybody spending all the time that you have in Tuber Chat today and connecting, especially those of you who are newer. We can head over here to Life Through Our Eyes 303 through the link that I just said. If you don't mind, say Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. I'll come over there as well, and then I'm going to head out and start getting ready for my own live stream that will be an hour from now on my personal channel. So you can connect with me there if you want. My name's Kevin K. I'm very, very easy to find. I should come up first when you search. And then thank you, everybody, for the time you spent. Thank you, Business Basics, King Art 70 as well, and everybody else who's in the chat. And I will see you over at Life Through Our Eyes 303 for the Tuber Chat Raid.